Welcome back to the Obie and Cookie Call, and we are on Power TV Australia. Hello to all our viewers there, and we're also on Power FM special events, and it's round the grounds with Nev Cherry Pest Control, and we're here at Brothers Highfields. And first of all, I think we've got Nev over at Oakey Valleys, and what a game that's going to be, Neville.
Mate, certainly Oakey. I'm just over here with both sides warming at the moment. Oakey's really high energy. They're full of confidence. They really think they can take this Valley side on. You've got Dylan Hayer. He's been a little bit down on his luck at the start of the year from injuries, but he's keen to have a real big game. And as I spoke to Mark Tukey early on, they just got to have that belief. And, mate, you can't leave it out in the dressing sheds. It's got to be out in the field, that belief. So if Oakey can go out and compete with Valleys for the first 20, 25 minutes, they'll find themselves really stuck in this game. They love the Roosters coming out here to play at Oakey, but just as I walk up here towards watching the Roosters warm up, mate, they're just professionals. Everything they do, they just build slowly. They start off, they look a little bit disinterested, but they just build up the momentum, build up the intensity, and by the time they run onto the field, mate, they're going 100 mile an hour.
Hutchies lives here. We're locals, just like you. To us, construction is really about people, not just bricks and concrete. It's people who bring our structures to life and build communities. We stick by the people who make communities. From Toowoomba Rugby League to RACQ Life Flight Rescue Service, Milne Bay Military Challenge, and the Toowoomba Tennis International, Hutchies is proud to back the people who support the region.
Is your computer driving you crazy? Is it slow or doing things you didn't expect? Well, having a computer crash or pick up a virus can be a complete nightmare for a business, so having someone local you can trust to get you up and running again is critical. The dedicated team of experts at Computer Troubleshooters Toowoomba West will put your mind at ease from the moment you walk through the door and will get your problem solved in no time with a 100% guarantee on their work. Laptops, tablets, PCs, whatever you have, Roger and the team can fix it for you. So visit them today at 236 Bridge Street, Newtown. Can't get in to see them? No worries. Just call them on 4642 1331 and they'll come to you. Toowoomba Troubleshooters, Toowoomba West, on the web at www.computertroubleshooters.com.au/Toowoomba West.
Morning, good morning, love to see the sunrise. Morning, good morning, love to see the sunrise. Crazy Kevin on the radio. Driver's seat, ooh, driver's seat, yeah. Yeah. Everybody's working for the weekend.
Jamming as much variety into your day as possible.
PowerFMradio.com.au.
Right. Okay, it's around the grounds now. Let's have a look at this side here. This side here for Brothers, if we can. We've got the side up there on the television there. We've got, we'll just check that side there for Brothers. We've got Nick Travisol. He's at fullback. And then on the wings, Matty Edwards and Zach Rubb is the other winger. And Kyle Wagner is one centre. That other centre is Declan Beatson, and he is related to the famous Arthur Beatson, so it'll be interesting to see him. In the halves, Wally Pegler and Sam Beatros, who have been playing well. Nick Nahn is pronounced George. Nick Nahn. He had a very good game last week against Pittsworth. His fellow front rower is Mitch Revell. Ben Holman is the hooker. The back row, Alex... I know this pronunciation. They've given this to me.
Yeah, it'd be a bit of a tug.
Rengerar it is.
With a double I and a R.
Rengerar, yep.
Rengerar.
Alex Rengerar, and we apologise for pronunciations. In the back row, I think they're brothers, actually.
Well, I'd say
Rob
that'd have
and
to be.
Tom Taylor.
Yep.
All right, and then on the bench we've got Callum Isaac, Ricky Davies, and Brad Brown, and also Dan Rudd. Now over to the Highfields side, if we can. At fullback, Callum Campbell-Stewart. Sly Kander has come out of the programmed side, and Josh Fenny moves from centre onto his wing. Josh Everett comes into Josh Fenning's position there. Michael Cochran, he comes in place of the suspended Sean Hemmel, so a new centre pairing there.
What did Hemmel? How long was he suspended for?
He got 5 weeks. It was quite a dangerous tackle last week
okay.
there as well. So there's 5 weeks.
They'll miss him tonight because he's a real competitor.
They sure will.
Yep.
On the wing, I think we can call him a veteran now. 4 years running, winning the TRL top try scorer Aaron Hooper. He had a good game last week. In their halves, Jeff Nielsen and Jacob Teven, who is Craig's son of State of Origin fame. And in the front row, we've got Danny Dean, Jake George the hooker. Then we've got Jacob Leach is the other front rower. Connor Nolan is captain. Nathan Smith is second row. Then a big loss as far as I'm concerned. Sam Belfield, he's got an injury. He can't play tonight, and his place is taken by Jack Henningson. And he has played well when we've seen him, George, over the years.
He has, yes, definitely.
Okay. On the bench, Trent O'Brien has come in from out west. He plays at pivot and relieves at the halves. Nick Thorne, Jacob Mowat had a great game last week, and then Will O'Grady, who did not play last week, but he played out at Waddles. He comes into that. Now, how do you see this game going? First of all, George.
Well, look, Obi, it's pretty difficult to sort of. I haven't watched the brothers outfit for at least 6 months, but they're here at home. They'll give a good. As you said, the halves have been going quite well. You go through the side there and. Hopefully they can give a good account of themselves. I like the Highfield side. As you said, there's a couple of big outs for them, but Everett going into the centres there provides plenty of wood. Very keen to have a look at this Teven in the halves. We know what we get from Nielsen, and we know what we get from their forwards. I always like their forwards. Highfields have got a very mobile pack of forwards, and if they do anything like they did last year, they're really used to control the ground speed, get up quick and play the ball, and try and get numbers into tackles. So it'll be interesting to see the Highfield side here tonight and see how they really get about their football. They're a busy little side without many big boppers in there, and the All Whites, the brothers side, playing here at home is a big opportunity here tonight. And Obi, I've got to say, there's a fair crowd in to watch this night game here tonight, Saturday night at Glenholme Park.
Well, of course, Newtown played early in the day, and they had a handsome win. I think it was 42-10 over Texas.
Oh,
so a big crowd following Newtown this year. And as for the other games, in under 18, South Burnett 26-16 over Warwick, Highfields 34-10 over Brothers, South 32-24 over Gatton, a competitive game, Valley 62-10 over Oakey, and also with the Mustangs, well, their first win of 2019. And that goes to the under-18 side, and they won 22 points to 10 over the Capras out up there at Emerald, with the under-20s losing 22-10. And, of course, we'll get all those reserve grade scores, and we just had full-time here with Highfields running out winners by 30 points to 4. Brothers completed 70% last week, George, but Highfields, they had 2/3 of the ball in the first half, which is probably unusual, you see, but they just made far too many defensive mistakes.
Highfields?
No, Brothers did.
Brothers, yeah. Look, and I mean, it's a work in progress. They're a lot more competitive than what they were last year, and I see them all getting together here before the game, so it's all positive signs. And I've seen Stephen Beatros, a player that I played against and played with in the Toowoomba sides. He's a very tough competitor, and he must be doing something with the A-grade side. He was there, so he'll add a bit of toughness into their side. So yeah, it'll be all very interesting, Obi.
So as we know, it's 30 points to 4 Highfields over Brothers here in reserve grade. 26-0 Gatton, the Premiers, really rebounding over South, and South had been playing well in reserve grade. And then over at Trevor Mickaburra Oval, it is Valleys, and they 40 points to 10. Valleys have won that game.
Well, there you go. What was that under 18 score again, Obi? I just missed that
62
before.
points to 10, Valleys
Yeah,
over
and what
Oakey.
about the Cowboys against South Burnett? How'd they go?
Have a guess.
Oh, I think the Cowboys would have got close to them, and I was hoping they'd go up there and beat them, but it would have been a big effort if they did. But I'm hoping they got fairly close if they didn't win.
26-16 they lost to South Burnett.
Oh, well, that's competitive anyway.
Yeah, so it's on to this Toowoomba Sports Club match of the day. Welcome to our Toowoomba, to our Power TV Australia viewers. You can see this replay, and you will be seeing us now. It's a bit hard to say that, isn't it? We're here on the Saturday night, but you'll see this replay.
I like doing much,
on
Obi,
Monday
looking
night
at
at 7 o'clock, George. This is George McFay. I'm Andrew O'Brien of the Obie and Cookie Call. Simulcast here with Power FM special events. And we round the grounds with Nev Cherry Pest Control. We've got Nev Cherry. He is over at Trevor Mickaburra Oval for a clash between Oakey and Valley. It's going to be a ripper. And Kelvin Hawks down there at Carl Park Sporting Complex for the match between Gatton and South. A bit breezy here tonight, Georgie,
yeah, well, I
as we
remember
wait for
when
these
I
A-grade sides to come out.
Yeah, when I used to play down here at the well, they used to be called All Whites before they went back to Brothers. Used to always have that sneaky breeze out here, and I used to didn't like the one that used to come from the southwest. It used to get you, but it's a lovely ground. We've got a great position here at Glenholme Park to call the game. We're up above the players. The field looks very, very good, nice and green, and everything's in. We're ready for a game of rugby league, which should be, I'm hoping, turns out to be a very tight and hard tussle, Obi.
Now, if you're listening to us live, you can text us on 0417 748 489. That's 0417 748 489. Or you can talk to us on Facebook, Toowoomba Rugby League Facebook. Just send us a message through there, and we'll take your calls from there. That reserve grade game has been called off due to a bad injury. And I tell you what, last week, Nutsy, we had every field I went for, there was an ambulance, and we had under 18 players going off in ambulances. I think Pittsworth, Gatton, Daniel Perry Thomas, he's got a long stint on the sideline with a broken ankle. So our thoughts go out to those players that got injured last week, and obviously we're thinking of this player. I don't know whether it's a Gatton or South player for reserve grade at the present time, but part and parcel of the game. As the reserve grade sides, Highfields and Brothers, are waiting in parallel there for their sides to come out here at Glenholme Park. Who's the ref tonight? They're Nutsy. It is Greer Beck, I think we've got, which is good. Greer Beck's the number one referee in the competition because he reffed the grand final last week. But then again, sometimes he was called up to Intrust Cup last week.
Oh, that's very good. Good for him to get that exposure and experience.
Look, the referees over the last few seasons have always called out that they haven't had enough referees, but one thing I have been happy with is that they haven't really determined or really had any controversial games these last 2 or 3 seasons, Nutsy.
Yeah, that's true. Look, and I've seen the referees. I think the referees have been doing a fantastic job throughout the TRL there last year, and I remember the year before they were calling for extra referees, and we had the referees boss come on and explain to it. Like, I mean, it's you get to adjudicate some very good. Well, I reckon the standard of the rugby league last year was particularly high, and coming into that final series, I don't think you would have seen too much better football anywhere, Obi.
Well, look, it wasn't just us internally saying that the competition was high. We did have a lot of NRL executives and scouts come to a number of games throughout last year, and they're very happy. And look, I tell you what, and Toowoomba is flourishing, and then just because if there's a state league side here, look, they only have 25 registered players for state league games, and not all of them are locals. They still have to have some quality come back in the state league, don't they?
Definitely.
Nutsy. So we're very strong here.
Yep.
What I do think that we need to do, if we have a state league side with the Mustangs coming through, is to play as many as they can out in the bush and in unison with the clubs of Toowoomba Rugby League.
And look, Obi, that's what you got to do. You got to get the rugby league out of those bush areas. I see. Look, was coming down today, listening to the Souths. Souths were playing. Who are they playing up on the coast there? They're playing Auckland, and in front of nearly 12,000 people on the Sunshine Coast at Carrara.
Yep.
Nearly 12,000 people, and you could hear the noise coming through the wireless as I was driving down. Fantastic to give people that opportunity to see such high-class rugby league.
NRL games, South coming from behind a bit, the Warriors today, 28-24. Manly are in front, 18-6 against Newcastle Knights. And of course, Melbourne beat North Queensland last night, as did the Titans. Had their first win. What do you think of that, Nutsy?
Yeah, great. And I've seen the coaches and the coaching staff very, very happy. They've been working away, and it's good to see them get their first win of the year. They get, it's marvellous what a bit of confidence can do for you.
Gee, we're waiting a bit of time here for this kick-off. I don't know what's going on here, Nutsy. The
Might be waiting for the time at 6:30, and we're just about on that time now, aren't we?
Yeah, well, might be the referees. You never know. But the brothers' side are actually out on the field at the moment, but they seem to be walking back. Right, so it's going to be an interesting game, this one. And look, I tell you what, with Highfields, look, they, by their own admission, they were terrible the last two games, Nutsy, and they have really got to stand up here tonight if they're going to be. They were preliminary finals last year. If they're going to be, not any force, if they're going to be a force in this competition, this is the game they expect to win.
Most definitely, and we want to see that the traits of the Highfields side from last year, where they were very busy around the tackle player, very mobile, quick play the balls, and going at them with mobility, not more so than pure strength. With a good set of backs, and as you say, Hemel, I was very impressed with his performance last year in the centres. He's a very busy little player and he plays very hard. He'll be a big out for the Highfield side here tonight.
Yeah, sure. Well, and look, and brothers, one thing I know about them, mate, is they're a lot more competitive than last year.
And that's what I think the whole competition, you'll see right around the whole competition, it's going to be a lot more competitive. A lot of these sides that did struggle a little bit last year. And Oakey got a couple of 3 or 4 very good wins last year, and on the back of that, they're lots more competitive this year, aren't they, Obi? And so should the brethren be here tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a few players here. Young Callan Isaac, he played well last week. Wally Pegler and Sam Beatros, gee, they worked well together last week, George. And the bookends, Mitch Revell and Nick Narn, mate. They were very, very good. Brothers thought Nick Narn was their best last week. We gave Wally Pegler our 2 points out at Pittsworth. So... And look, Kyle Wagner, what a fiery bugger he is. I tell you what, he got under the skin of Daniel York there last week. And Yorkie didn't like it.
No, well, it's a competition. It's a body contact sport, and that's all a part of the game, trying to get in and get on top of your opposition. That's the number one thing you want to do. You want to get into his face and trying to win that game. Let him know that you're out there and you're going to compete against him and you're going to really give it to him. So
yeah, that's right. Exactly right. So
I like those players that really give that bit extra. Look, love players talking on the field, and it's nothing better than seeing a good contest between two good players.
I think it's going to be nice and tough as Connor Nolan leads the Highfields Eagles out, and they go to the Hershey Road end, and looks like they're going to kick off. I'm not sure about that, but we'll see as they come to this kick-off for this fourth round clash.
That young Smith that's playing in the back row, geez, he runs like his father, Mick.
And Danny Dean, he played very well last week, so I'm looking forward to him.
Danny Dean, the front rower.
Yep. And And keep in mind that both these sides are yet to actually win a game. So the Cellar Dwellers has Kyle Wagner, who is the captain for Brothers. He leads Brothers out, and they're going to receive the ball. They're going away from the scoreboard end. So, and the referee is Sean Toowoomba, so who's the Chronicle Rugby League correspondent. He's a very good referee. We've seen him before Nutsy, even though the program says Greer Beck, so he's obviously been called up. Anyway, we're just about ready for kickoff. Nutsy?
Righto, we're going to see the Highfields side. They're going to be running towards the hockey ground, and they're going to kick off here and get this game underway in a slight southeasterly breeze blowing across Glenholme Park, and they'll drive the ball deep down onto the Brothers' try line. It'll be caught there by Beatros. He immediately gets it away to it gets it away to Taylor. Make that man Rob Taylor, and he gets a good run, but Highfields in there in numbers 2-3. Make that 4 tacklers. He'll get up and play the ball. They start moving the ball, trying to get the ball to centre field here through their big Nain, I think it is. He'll play the ball back.
No, Ricky Davies.
Davies, you got him. Plays the ball back to Holman. Holman gets a short little ball away, and they get up to within 2 metres of the halfway line. Good start here by the Brethren. He'll pop a nice ball. Ravel, that's a lovely charge. He gets to within 5 metres the Highfield side. Good start here from the Brethren. What's that tackle for? Holman gets a long ball out this time to their halves. Going to fire the ball out there to their captain this time, and Wagner's caught and put down, but they're only 25 metres short of the try line. Great start here by the Brethren. They'll play the ball back to Holman. Holman gets it away to their half-back, and he puts it high in the air. The ball swirling around. Brothers go up for it. No, they've knocked it backwards, and Highfields come up with it. Very fortuitous bounce there for the Highfield side.
I tell you what, Nutsy, what a great first set of 6 by Brothers.
Very great set of 6 there from the Brothers, as we see young Smith takes his first touch, and the Brethren's got three defenders in there. Look very, very keen here, Obi, in the opening exchanges, as we see the Highfield side just go down the right-hand side. They're over on the junior side of the ground. They're only going to be about 4 metres short of the halfway line. Into dummy half goes George. George will get a nice little fat pass away to that back in the back row. This time in Smith again it was. He'll play the ball there 4 metres inside the Brethren's half now. Gets it away to George. George gets it away to Nielsen. Nielsen pops it inside. O'Grady's on the field there.
And I tell you what,
that's a big barnstorming run from O'Grady. And he carries 2 or 3 with him. Good start to O'Grady.
And there's some history there for O'Grady as the ball goes high in the air.
Great kick, Brothers. Let it bounce, and the ball's gone dead in gold. And this will be a 7-set restart, Obi. You sound like you're excited.
I am. Once I forgot about Will O'Grady. He's trained all pre-season for the Brethren. He's gone across the Highfield, so there's no blood loss there.
Oh, well, I suppose there wouldn't be as this time, Brothers. Oh, well, it won't be, I suppose. That seems to be a bit hard. Holman gets it away to this is restart here with the Brothers. This is only tackle 2. Nan. Oh, he's a big bop of that Nan. He'll play the ball back to Holman. Holman gets it on the short side. Gets it away this time to Taylor. Oh, it's Davies. He must be on the field.
He has started the game.
There's a good one. Holman a dummy half. He'll get it away to their 5'8" this time in Pegler. Pegler gets a little short ball away, but they get it up towards the halfway line. They're 5 metres short of the halfway line. Tackle 4. What can the Brethren do here? Holman goes down the left-hand side. There's some beautiful quick hands there. Wagner inside one, still going. He fends away from another, but the Highfields come from behind and put him down. There's another good set. That's tackle 5 by my way of thinking. Oh, no, it might only be tackle 4. Big chance here for the Brethren. First up, they'll get it. Ravel, their big prop forward, gets a nice little tricky pass on Pegler. Oh, and he got a nice pass away to Taylor, but they come at him and wrap him up and put him down. Tackle 5, 25 metres out. Go a short side play. Try to play the ball. What's the referee says? Got it away to Taylor. Play on. He finally got the ball away. That was pretty good football there, Obi.
Yeah, that was Nick Trevisol at the back there, and he was caught a bit short. Good scrambling defence by the Eagles. Great start. No mistakes so far. It's 0-0 after 3 minutes.
The Brethren have started very, very well here tonight, completing both their sets, Obi. That's a good start as we see George, and we see the Highfield side come down through the centre there. That's good. Nan, that's that man, Nan. He went in heavy there. That was a good defence as Highfields this time decide to go out the right-hand side. Nolan, he's caught and put down 2 metres short of the halfway line. Plays the ball back to George. They're going to say, let's get this ball down the field.
Teven,
that's his first first touch, Travell. Travell got the ball. You're going well under these lights here, Toby. Travell steps one, steps two, straightens up. He's 20 metres short of the halfway line. Into dummy half goes Holman. Holman goes for a bit of a gallop. He picks up 6, 7, make that 8. No, 9, 10 metres. Good pump of the legs there. He's got it up to within 10 metres of the halfway line. The Brethren, what can they do this set as they get on the way to their big front rower in the other front row this time, and Ravel, he'll play the ball back. Another man on there, gets it away to Davies. Davies jinks steps, tries to go back on the inside of him. Oh, he went through half a hole, but he couldn't get through. They covered him and put him down. They're 30 metres away from the Highfields line. They're going to spread the ball wide this time. This is good rugby league. And get it away to Wagner. Wagner, short ball away to their their flying winger over there, and Edwards. Edwards had a clean path to the try line, and he knocked it on. He's knocked it on. Can you believe it, Obi? No one in front of him. Perfect opportunity for the Brethren to score, get first blood here at Glenholme Park tonight, and he's knocked it on.
Oh, that catchphrase. George McFay. He's knocked it on. He's knocked it on as Matty Edwards there. And it's the first mistake of the game for both sides. We've got someone down over there. I don't know what's going on.
I think Wagner might have just caught a bit of a late shot there, but the Brethren have started very well here, Obi. That's their third cut with the ball, but that man Nain, as you've been saying, he's caused them all sorts of trouble in around the middle of the ruck there.
That's right. So they both completed 3 from 3 except for that last one where it was 3 from 4, and it was the last tackle anyway.
So that would have been a try for the Brethren. They neglected to run the ball. I like the way Wagner drew and passed there. He got the man to come back at him, and which give Edwards all the room he wanted to do and he wanted to have, and he had a clear path to the try line. But I suppose a little bit of windy out here, Obi, and it was one of those passes. If he had taken it, they'd have been away, and the Brethren would have got first blood here at Glenholme Park tonight.
Yeah, if you'd like to talk to us, you can text us on 0417 748 489 or on Toowoomba Rugby League Facebook site. We've had a few calls already. Go Brothers from Kyle, and Eagles to win by Mary. So thanks very much, Mary, a long-time listener to the Obi and Cookie Call.
I can sense a very good game so far, Obi, as Highfields get the ball out from the scrum feed. They got the loose head and feed there, and they're going to get it to within 12 metres of the halfway line. Into dummy half goes George. George gets a ball away to their halfback this time, the Highfields halfback, and Teven decides to drop a little player underneath him, but they get up to within 4 metres of the halfway line. George gets it away to their front rower, and Dean travels ahead. He tries to bulldoze his way. He gets it to inside the Brothers' territory. This time George gets a ball away to O'Grady on the inside. No, he's been hit there. Well tackled there. He went underneath him and brought the big man down. Ricky Davies.
Now we know why he started the game.
Yeah, I think they might have a point to prove, but Davies brought the big man down. He come tumbling down like a big tree, but they've still got the ball. Highfields here. They'll get it back to their halfback, and Teven puts it high. It's a high towering Garriola, but Brothers get back there and take it. Trevor Soule.
He's played well. He's had a good start.
Trevor Soule as cool as a cucumber.
7 minutes in. It's 0-0 here between Brothers and Highfields. Still 0-0 in the other two games. Oakey and Valleys at Trevor Mickleborough Oval, and Gatton South down there at Carl Park Sporting Complex. Nothing.
As we see, all whites. Brothers in this time. Taylor. Make that Rob Taylor. He's right on the halfway mark. He'll play the ball back to Holman. Holman gets it away this time to this Davies. Davies steps and goes again. Davies is claimed by 3 or 4 willing defenders there from Highfields, but he's got it 10 metres inside the Highfields territory. Plays the ball back to Holman. Holman gets a nice little short. Oh, that nearly goes straight through here. Brothers Lorel. Oh, that was good rugby league by the Brethren. Stand, draw and pass. You love to see it, Obi. Beatros dummies goes straight through. Oh, they come and get him from behind. He got up to within 10 metres of the try line, Obi. I thought he was over for all money.
Here we
go. The Brethren Ravel dummies, jinks back himself. I thought he should have passed it there. Yeah. They had numbers, the Brethren. Tackle 4, still on the attack. Into dummy half goes Holman long ball. They elect to go back to left-hand side. Put the little grubber kick through. It's still bouncing. They've come through. Put it down. 6 to go. No. What is he going to say here? Knocked on. They've knocked it on again there, the Brethren. He took the little kick into it.
Oh, gee, that was close.
Highfields put the boot out. I thought it could have been play on there, Obi.
It really was, and it was a very close... how can I say? It was nearly a Brothers try.
Yeah, well, I mean, the referee was right on the spot there. So what's he ruled?
He's knock on to
the Brethren, trying to score the try. He knocked it on in gold.
Yeah, it was the last tackle, so
Yes.
yeah, good on them. So they're going
Tap
well.
and
No
restart.
penalties left
No.
in this match.
No, Grady. O'Grady with a good charge that time, picked up 10 good metres. Highfields got the ball. They're only coming off their own line. George gets it away to Smith. Smith chisels his way forward. Good run by Smith. He got it up to within 10 metres of the halfway line. They're on this junior side of the field. George gets it away. This time they're through their forward packs and they get it up to right on the halfway line. That's tackle 3. In the dummy half goes... who was that?
Stewart. Campbell Stewart. Yeah, they made good yards in this set of 6.
There. Oh, that's a good intelligent play by Stewart. Had lovely feet. They
Connor
go to the
Nolan.
right. Nolan tries to split him through. They've gone the length of the field. That must be tackle 5, is it? No, referee said, yes, it is tackle 5. They're going to put the ball in goal. It's going to go over the top of the Whites players. Oh, that was big trouble.
Well done by young Rubb.
Yeah, if he hadn't got that, Hooper was looming down with nobody in front of him. That was a pinpoint kick.
It
Just
really-
didn't quite get to where he wanted to go to, Obi.
Yeah, 10 minutes in, 0-0 between Brothers and Highfields, and what a great kick from Nielsen. Obviously a planned move, and Hooper, he was on the fly, just about to grab it, and young Zach Rugby, he got it with the fingernails, I can tell you, and he put it off over into touch.
Yeah. If he,
But does he chew his fingers?
No, well, I tell you what it's actually done here, the intelligent kicks put a little bit more pressure on the brethren here now as Nielsen puts the ball in. They'll take the ball out. They try a wide ball, hit the front, run until he goes through. Oh, they got him around the ankles. Last-ditch defence there by the brethren. They're going to go over the right-hand side. He dummies and comes back at Everett. Everett goes for the line. He's only 1 metre short. Oh, he's trying very hard, still going. But the brethren are going to hold him up. Only 1 metre short this time. They'll throw the ball. They're going to go wide through Nielsen. What can Nielsen do? Long ball over the top. Picks up there. Cockram gets him all the way. Does he go all the way? I think he scored the try. There's the opening try for the Highfields Eagles. Cockram has scored in this left-hand corner right in front of the boozer.
Well, his A-grade debut for the Highfields in 2019, Michael Cochran. And look, he gets a meat pie there out wide. Have a look at the live replay there. In the end, yeah, it was a great pass. I think it was Jeff Nielsen again, who's been in the thick of the action.
Nielsen's
so he scores about 5 metres in from touch. So, yeah, and the Eagles get the first points on the board after 11 minutes. It's 4-0 after that Toowoomba Sports Club try, Nutsy.
Well, I thought the way I've looked at it so far, they've kept themselves in the game, Highfields, but Brothers have really started this game very well. And Highfields that time with the mistake from the brethren, young Rudd went up and he just knocked the ball on, went across the try line. And of course they had to defend another set of 6 after defending a set of 7 and just got the numbers. Nearly went through the play before it, but come wide, got the numbers, draw and pass, and it's great to see the basic skills of rugby league coming to the top.
And for our Power TV watchers, we've got Jeff Nielsen for this Goodyear Gold, and he just pushes it right. He was about 5 metres in from touch. So the score remains after 12 minutes in the Toowoomba Sports Club match of the day, where we see the visitors Highfields in front by 4 points to 0, Nutsy.
4 points to 0, but it's been a very entertaining start of the game. Both sides nearly completing their sets here, Obi.
They sure have. So, and look, hardly any mistakes at the moment, apart from letting a try in. And, well, probably when you think about it, young Edwards missed that ball down that far side there, Nutsy.
And we could be looking at a completely different ball
this,
game. But, of course, that's rugby league. You do make mistakes.
And it's blowing a gale. Big kick. Is this going to be too far?
No, he's going to get it down to Hooper. He'll take it on the full. And he'll immediately pass the ball away. He's dropped the ball. Big chance here. Davis picks up the scraps and he goes for the try line. Oh, they're going to hold him up. Oh, they're going to push him back into the field of play. That come from a Highfields mistake from the kick-off. They're going to go and try to go wide here, but Pegler, but they got numbers there. Poor pass. Goes behind the big front. Ravel steps off one, steps off another, but he's caught and put down there 5 metres short, right underneath the uprights. They'll play the ball back to Holman. Holman away to Davis. Davis is trying to get in the thick of things. He's going to try and
gonna
burrow his
score.
way over. No. Is
And he
there?
has. He
I
sure
think
has.
he scored right beside the right-hand post as the referee points to the spot and says, try, try, try.
And I can tell you what it was. And Ricky Davies, what an experienced player he is. He's represented Toowoomba. Let's have a look at this bulldozing run on replay there. And look, he took 2 or 3 over the line and about 5 metres to the right of the upright. So they'll snatch the lead if they get this kick. And it's 4 points all after that Toowoomba Sports Club try here for the Toowoomba Sports Club match of the day. And look,
Come from the era though, Toby.
it sure did,
They
mate.
caught the kick-off. They, as we've seen, Hooper caught the ball and got it away, but it was the defence of the brothers' side went in there with the shoulder and bounced the ball out of the hands. And the brethren here at Glenholme Park strike straight back.
And hasn't
Highfields scored the first try, led 4 points to 0, and from the ensuing kick-off, we've seen the mistake for the Highfield Eagles here, right on their own try line, picked up by Davis. They had 3 or 4 shots on him, and then he just charged over with a big bullocking type run, and it's now tied up at 4-all with the kick to come over.
Yeah, Goodyear gold attempt here by Wally Plegler, left footer. He takes his time, and 15 minutes in, 4-all. This will make it 6-4 to the home side. If he gets it over, which he should, fairly easy kick, and he adds the extras. So it's brothers leading 6 points to 4.
6 points to 4, and
look,
we've had 15 minutes gone in the first half here, Obi.
Yeah, we sure have. And look, little mistakes or crucial mistakes like that did creep into Highfields game last week against the Hawks, but let's see how they react this time. And this wind, isn't it blowing a bit?
It's blowing. It's
nutsy?
blowing a little bit, but it's not just too bad for the players. It's not actually advantaging any side, really, is it? As we see the Highfields,
I think it's advantaging brothers if they use it properly. That is.
Yeah, well,
but Ricky Davies has started so well.
Yep. Holman to dummy half as they bring the ball away this time. Brethren's good carry. That's good, 2 good charges. They get it up to within only 18 metres short of the halfway line. Tackle 2. Holman goes down the left-hand edge this time. That's good rugby league by the Brethren. They've got it up to within 6 metres of the halfway line. They've got a bit of momentum going here, Obi. Holman, they're going to go for a 40-20, just what you were talking about, trying to use the breeze. But they got back there and defused. Stewart took it on the full. He gets up and starts to go. Oh, he goes round 1, Stewart. Oh, that's a great carry back.
He brought it back with
interest.
interest.
He went round 1, 2. And he got up to within only 10 metres of the halfway. Hooper goes to dummy half and he tries to go for a bit of a scare. Still going, Hooper. Tries to get away from another one. He's 2 metres short of the halfway line. Nearly in centre field, and he's going to penalise the Brethren there. I think that was fairly fortuitous there for the Highfield side as Davis had another grab at him and tried to pull him down. Hooper tried to get that ball, a very quick play of the ball there. Roby, 16 minutes gone here in the match in the Saturday night match at Glenholme Park here, and we see the Brethren leading 6 points to 4.
That was the first penalty for the Eagles. Let's see what they can do. 30 metres out, right in front of the post. 6 points to 4. Brothers over Highfields.
George gets it away to Teven. Teven teases with a little pass on the inside, but he puts it on the outside. That's good football by Highfields. George away to Teven. Teven away to Nielsen. Nielsen gets it to O'Grady. O'Grady gets the ball back around the outside to Teven. Teven away to Stewart. Stewart gets away to Hooper, but Hooper's caught out, put down, no ball, still alive. Stewart away. They still use the ball here. O'Grady tries to go at him again, but he cops plenty of attention here. 3 in the tackle there, put him down, but they're only about 12 metres short centre field. Slow play the ball away to Smith. Smith tries to pump a ball away there, but I'm glad he didn't pass that. Well, his teammates would, because it would have been forward. George this time into Nielsen. Nielsen long ball away to Cockram. Cockram gets the ball away to Hooper. Hooper goes into touch. Oh, great defence there. Good rugby league all round there. He went for the try line. Hooper tried to dive in there. May have just winded himself, but the Brethren got across there in numbers and forced him in goal. In touch, in goal. Good rugby league from both sides we see here at Glenholme Park tonight. It's 20. We've been going 18 minutes, and it's 6 points to 4 in favour of the home side, Obi.
Yeah, Nebcherry Pest Control around the grounds. Valley 6, Oakey 0 after a Nola Button try. It's still 0-all down there at Cole Park between the Tigers and the Hawks. And, of course, it's 6-4 Brothers over Highfields here after 18 minutes at Glenholme Park in the Toowoomba Sports Club match of the day. And we've got a S&K drilling scrum.
S&K drilling scrum, and that man Beat Russell feed the ball. come up. That was once again, the Highfields might have think they've identified a bit of a problem here on their Brethren's right-hand defence, because they've gone there a couple of times now, Obi, haven't they?
Well, I think they go to their strength with Aaron Hooper. You know, he can find the line. So we'll see how that trend goes as brothers try and bring it out of their dead zone.
Yeah, as Stewart got in there and tackled the first bloke for Highfields, and he's going to immediately get back to his fullback position. As we see the Brethren with the ball now, Holman's gone to dummy half as they try and charge the ball off their own try line. And they've got it there within, they're only about 25 metres off their own try line. Holman goes to dummy half, and they've been hanging on in there two line. I'd nearly have to say that's a CNR concreting coach killer, Obi. That was tackle 3, and the Brethren for the first time are going nowhere. And he's got the Highfields player for having the hand on the ball.
Only the second penalty in 19 minutes of the first half. So
both sides been very well disciplined, haven't they?
They certainly have, you know. So it's a nice, clean game of footy at the moment with no mistakes.
As Holman goes to dummy half. Nain gets the ball. He's over halfway. Another good carry. Thrashes those legs.
He's an old-fashioned
don't you love it? Just likes to split those legs in him and pumps Ravel. Ravel steps off one, steps off two, nearly goes through. They covered him and put him down. Good run.
Class.
Picked up 15. Into dummy half goes Holman. Holman decides to go for a bit of a scurry. Tries to get a ball away. No, the Highfields covered him and put him down. Desperate defence. This time the dummy half. Ravel dummies. He should have let it go there. They had numbers. Ravel still going. There's centre field. They're only 12 metres short of the try line. What can the Brethren do this time? They go left-hand side through Beatros. Beatros puts a little kick over. Yet they get the bounce. No, they were back there. Highfields, Fleming was back there and got the ball. And what's he going to say here? The brothers were inside the 10 metres. So they were in front of the kicker when he kicked the ball. That was very good rugby league from both sides. I thought the brothers might have had the numbers there. He put the ball on the boot.
But what enterprising play by brothers. Sammy Beatros just trying something a little different. He caught Highfields off guard a bit because they'd made really good ground. But here's Highfields on their 30, bringing it back.
I don't know about you, Obi, but what about a higher ball into that corner with a bit of breeze on it? Might be a better option for Beatros, but anyway, he'll sort it out. As we see Smith bring the ball back to only 5 metres short of halfway line. These is good metres here from the Highfields. Good start to their set. George goes to dummy half. They're going to come to Nielsen. Nielsen gets it away to O'Grady. O'Grady tries to stride through. That's a good powerful bullocking run. George to dummy half. Nielsen will put the ball high, and that's the win. That's what we're talking about. It underneath it. Travell takes it as cool as a cucumber.
Travis Soul has been as safe as a judge at the moment. He took it on his 15-metre line, and he makes a good 15 metres under a lot of pressure. So wonderful stuff by brothers. 6-4 after 21 minutes. Brothers in front.
Both fullbacks having big games for either side. As Taylor.
Well, they'll need to. They'll need to with this wind, Nutsy.
Holman, Tom Taylor. That was. This time it's his brother. Rod Taylor. He gets up over the halfway line. He's 5 metres inside the Highfields territory. Holman. He gets it away. The little short ball this time.
Brown. The 16.
Pegler dropped the little ball inside to Brown, and Brown's
Brad Brown, yep.
He'll play the ball back to Holman, they're going to go down the left-hand side through Beatros. Beatros gets it away to Wagner. Wagner tried to get it away, but they swooped upon him, the Highfields defence. That was good defence that time from the Eagles. They'll play the ball. This time that's what I've been talking about.
They must have heard you, Nutsy.
They might have heard me. And he's got to get under it. Stewart takes it beautifully for the Eagles. He'll get his way through. One still going, Stewart. He's going round and round in circles, but he's still going.
He's going very, very well, and these two fullbacks continue to play well. And Campbell Stewart, he's going very well. 6-4. It's brothers over Highfields. Big hit there by
the Taylor brothers, and they've got the ball. Forced the ball loose. One went in the old traditional style. You didn't need 3 men in to wrestle him there. He went in, lifted him up, and put him on his back. Great defence by the Brethren. They've got the ball back in a very good attacking opportunity here for them. They're only 30 metres short of the try line. Tackle 2. Hoffman away this time. Short ball away to Beatros. Beatros gets it away to Davis. Davis charges hard. They take a bit of getting him down there, Roby.
Yep, they sure do, and they're about 20 metres out, right in front of the post. About tackle 3. Here they go that far side, Nutsy.
Yeah, they like this side. There's Beatros. Shot ball this time. They hit it, but the Highfields defence read it beautifully that time. Play the ball. Do they go to the left-hand side again? No, they don't. Beatros decides to come the open. So Pegler puts the ball on the feet. Picked up by Nielsen. Nielsen Nielsen had nobody in front of him, but they come at him and put him down from behind. That was good. That was good rugby league. And what's he going to say here? He said,
played
he's
on
gone
the
on the
mark.
mark.
That was exactly what both sides needed. It's going 100,000 miles an hour at the moment, Nutsy.
Yes, we've been going 23 minutes here at Glenholme Park in the first half. And we see the home side leading here 6 points to 4 as Highfields got the ball and they're bringing it off their own line. They're 12 metres short of the halfway line. Into the dummy half they go. You're going to go for a bit of a scurry and a replacement on this time for the Highfields as both sides start to make a few changes. Stewart goes to dummy half. What's he going to do? He's going to kick left-footed. Left-footed coming down towards the clubhouse side, but they go back there and pick it up. Rudd got it and he goes infield. That's a good little run.
And a good chase by Aaron Hooper around the grounds. Nev Cherry Pest Control. Valley's 10, Oakey 4 after 32 minutes. And South has scored first down at Carl Park. It is 6 points to 0. And they're delayed down there because of an injury in reserve grade, so they've only had 5 minutes. Back to you, Nutsy.
As we see Taylor for the home side here, makes a good big galloping run. Oh, he's like a big Clydesdale that time. He had his legs wound up and going hard. Holman to dummy half, gets it away to Beatros. Dummies, tries to go through the line. Ball down, I'd say this will be
Teven.
Play Teven. Teven's got the ball, he goes away. Oh, does he go into touch? But the referee will say no advantage played. But anyway, Highfields on the attack. This time Fleming takes a bit of a scurry for himself. Oh, they're only within 18 metres of the brothers' try line. 15 minutes to go here in the first half. We see it 6 points to 4 as we see an injured player, one of the brethren's. And the Highfields player has showed a little bit of concern there for the brothers' player.
I think it's just a bit winded there, Sammy Beatros. So he's just rolling around at the
Hope
moment.
he's okay.
6-4 brothers over Highfields, 15 minutes until half-time. 6-0 still down at Carl Park. South over Gatton. A Josh Ryan try there for the Tigers. A good start
Josh
for them.
Ryan. He's the son of the Peter and Rosie Ryan from Cliftonvale. Obi, here you go.
There you go. And then Valley's 10 over Oakey 4. Tried Alona Budden and also Jason Sharp. And then Dylan Crump scored for Oakey without the kick. So it's 10 points to 4 in a competitive game. And we've got Sammy Beatros just getting attended for after being winded after that tackle over
he's
on the far
I think
side.
he's only winded, Obi. I don't think there's... Although the Highfields player sort of...
I like the music they play when someone's injured. Over the big sound.
I'm not really into the music, Obi.
Yeah, what's your favourite song?
Dire Straits. Anything to do with Dire Straits?
Good. It's like Sultans of Swing, I suppose.
Yep.
Anyway, that didn't work. The
Romeo and Juliet, to be exact.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of love in the air. But anyway,
And
here's
we
a
see
Highfield.
and hit by Taylor. Big bone jarring defence there but big opportunity here for a Highfields. They're only going to be 6 metres short. O'Brien gets a short ball away this time. Oh, they've seriously close. They're only a metre short of the try. No, they've gone over the try line.
That's right. That was Nathan Smith. O'Brien, dummy half at the moment. Trent O'Brien.
Gets it away to Teven. Teven dummies to Nielsen. Goes back the other way. He tries a little bit of a kick in the air, but gets nowhere. Drops the ball back underneath. Nolan for the try line. Connor Nolan reaches out. Tries to put the ball over the try line. No. He thinks the better of it and he puts it back in the field. They're going to be a long ball. Oh, it goes to Mr. Nobody. Goes backward. Mowat finally goes back and picks it up. He goes charging straight at the brothers' try line, but that'll be tackle 5. They went really nowhere in that set of 6. Smith gets it away to Nielsen. Nielsen dummies, goes out the back to Stewart. Oh, intercepted here by Rudd, is it? He's gone away. No,
Wally Pegler.
Pegler coming behind by Nelson. He picks him up, but he's got up to within. He's in 10 metres inside the Highfields line. He might have carried on with the tackle there, but the referee says play on. Taylor, long ball away to Beatros. Beatros gets another ball away, couldn't get it away to Wagner. Wagner's caught and put on. They went across field, lost ground, but that's only tackle 2. Oh, this is a game of ifs and buts, Obi.
Ravel takes it up there. What a chase by Jeff Nielsen to get the young Pegler. Old Bull versus young Bull. Here we go, that other side. Here's Brown.
Brown steps off one, comes back at him, and the Highfields defence comes from the inside. We've got a replacement on there too. As this time Beatros gets a long ball away. Have they got numbers here? No, the ball's gone back, and Taylor had to go back for it. Just wasn't quite the right pass. Couldn't get it on the thing. Isaac gets the long ball at the ball.
Pegler.
Bad Pegler gets it away to Beatrice. What's he doing? He'll chip over the top.
Oh.
Oh, if the Highfields fella player over there and Fleming didn't get that, I think it could have been a brothers try.
It
but
surely
great
was.
work.
It was a bit
great
telegraphed. It wasn't the best of kicks, was it, Nutsy? But
Probably
it was
just went a bit deeper. It's just a little bit like that Highfields kick in the first half. They just needed to go another couple of metres further, and they would have scored just like Highfields down the other end about 15 minutes ago. It's 12 minutes to go here before half-time at Glenholme Park, and we see brothers leading 6 points to 4.
Round the grounds with Nev Cherry Pest Control. Oakey have hit the front. It's 12 points to 10 over Valleys out there at Trevor Mickleborough Oval, and down at Gatton
40.
after 40-20.
No, they didn't quite get it.
South have scored. Gatton have scored their first try. Tyson Mitchell, and I think the kick to come. It is 6 points to 4 down there at Carl Park Sporting Complex, and Oakey in front, 12 points to 10 there, Nutsy.
Whoa, what a game. And I tell you what, that's what the Valleys Roosters could ill afford to let Oakey on their home ground. That's going to bring the crowd right into it, isn't it?
Yeah, Izzy Beard scoring, and there's that music again, Nutsy.
Yeah.
And here we go, SK drilling scrum. It's a very romantic
that's it too.
Very romantic music.
Yes. Flegler's going to put the ball in here for the brothers' side as we see the Highfield side with not enough into the scrum. Pegler puts it in, takes it out, gets it away to Taylor. Oh, great defence there. I can't pick it who the man was.
Connor Nolan.
Oh, he went in with the shoulder and put him down, but we see the brethren still going forward here. They're going to get Brown. He's only 8 metres short of the halfway line. Isaac dummy half, goes it away to Pegler. Pegler gets it away to Taylor this time. He gets the ball back to Pegler, keeping it alive here. Beatrice, can he pick Wagner up? He dummies, goes through. Oh, very good rugby league from both sides here. Plays the ball. Isaac goes for a bit of a scoot, picks up 5 metres. Good valuable metres. Highfields, good defence. They'll play the ball back, and we see the brothers' side. Ravel pops one over to Isaac. What's he going to do? He dummies. Oh, good defence by Highfields. That's tackle 5. Can we see the high ball here, Obi? I don't know. Let's see what goes on. They're going to put it through the hands. Trevisall, he chips one over the top down to Rudd. Oh, Hooper's back there and picks it up, and he grabs it, and he diffuses the situation there for the Highfields Eagles.
And again, a good set of 6. They've completed 10 out of 12 sets. Highfield's not too bad either. 8 out of 10. It's been a very 6-4. Brothers clinging to the lead with 9 minutes until half time.
Very high quality game, Obi, so far as O'Brien goes to dummy half for Highfields. O'Brien will pick the ball up, and they'll get a short ball away. They're only 25 metres from their own line, but that's a great carry. We've got 9 minutes to go here in the first half, and it's been a torrid encounter. O'Brien flicks the ball away. That's a good pass. That's a nice flat run. They got to within 10 metres of the halfway line. Tackle 4, right in centre field. 10 metres short of the halfway line. What can the Highfields Eagles do here? Nielsen dummies, tries to go straight through. Oh, Taylor coming in, got a good ball away. Oh, rugby league at its best, and Pegler ends up with it for the brothers. Brothers here.
Oh, look, there's a game of inches there.
Nielsen nearly had the man through on the inside, but desperate brothers defence. They come across in numbers and put him down. Brown goes for a bit of a scurry, and what's the referee said? Oh, there's a Highfields player down here. Oh, no, it's not Nielsen. It could be Nielsen. I hope he's okay, Toby. That was probably his best carry. He really asked the defence something there, didn't he?
Well, he did. He had people each side of him, and he had Willow Grady there with the best chance, and he tried to get it to Willow Grady, and he was away. But he dropped the beans, and then Wally Pegler was there.
It is Nielsen down, but I think he's okay. He's back to his feet.
I see Ricky Davies has come back onto the field. He started the game very, very well and got a meat pie. 6-4 it is brothers over Highfields here at Glenholme Park. Round the grounds with Nev Cherry Pest Control out at Oakey. Valleys have rebounded. They're in the front again, and it's half-time over there. 16 points to 12. Valleys over Oakey, entertaining game there. Yes. Down at Gatton at Carl Park. 6-all there after 15 minutes with the game delayed after an injury in reserve grade. Nutsy.
Isaac gets the ball away. It's to the brothers' side. They get out through Beatrice. Beatrice nearly slices through both halfbacks. Nielsen and Beatrice, both sides, starting to look dangerous on the edge of the ruck as they go down this left-hand edge. Brothers seem to like to attack that right-hand side, but good defence.
Great
defence. Everett went in with the shoulder. shoulder and put him down. Put him on his back. Slows the play the ball down. Isaac, long ball this time to Beatrice. What's he going to do this time? Another long ball away to Pegler. Pegler picks up Taylor. Taylor on a straight run, but they come at him. 3 Highfields defenders. Tackle 5. What can the brethren do here? Pegler looks like he's calling the ball. They're going to come right side, are they? Yes, they do. Pegler, does he put it on the foot? Short ball away to Taylor. They elected to run the ball, but they're going to be tackled 12 metres short of the Highfields line. Probably a good opportunity there to put the ball through the hands, as the high ball just quite hasn't been working for the brothers' side. They elected that time to run the ball.
Yeah, well, brothers seem to be kicking the ball on the run and sort of not ready for it, and they need to be putting it nice and high and mix it with the goal post there, Nutsy.
Yes, and we've seen some good defence this time. Davis went in with the shoulder as O'Brien goes into dummy half. Which side's going to crack here first? We're 6 minutes to go here at Glenholme Park. We're seeing the main game, and this time Tevens knocked the ball on. He's knocked it on.
He's knocked it on.
No,
Come on,
he's
do the
knocked it.
Nutsy.
He's knocked it on. You couldn't afford it. We've only got 6 minutes to go here in the first half. On tackle 2. Highfields make a big mistake. He's knocked the ball on. Young Teven trying to catch the ball behind him and has propelled the ball forward. So in today's game, that's a knock-on. Big opportunity here for the home side. Glenholme Park, 5 minutes to go before half-time. The brethren leading 6 points to 4 as Pegler will lead. He'll feed the scrum, or will it be this time? Will it be Beatrice? They're going to elect Beatrice. Will take it out, go down the left-hand edge that time. And they're caught and put down there. There is that's only tackle 1. What can they do? Isaac gets the ball away. They're just going to take the ball straight and hard. That's a good run. Finds 20 metres short of the Highfields Eagles line. They'll get it out this time through Brown. Brown short ball away to their big front row, and he's 5 metres short, still fighting with him. Big opportunity here for the Ravel. Big opportunity here for the home side.
Workload.
Isaac, yeah, he's got a big workload.
Here's Davies.
Davies tries to bullock his way over, but he couldn't get there. Highfields got there in numbers, put him down. Isaac, long ball away to this time to Beatrice. Pegler puts another ball away to Taylor. Taylor lurking out on this right-hand edge, but he couldn't get away from the defence. Good defence there by the Eagles. Plays the ball. Isaac, long ball away to Pegler. Here, what's he do? He puts a little ball in goal. Oh, back goes Stewart. Stewart knocks it back, and he knocks the ball dead.
He nearly grabbed it underneath the post there, Campbell Stewart. He's been very, very good tonight, and he knocked it backwards and then put it over the dead ball line round the grounds with Neb Cherry Pest Control. It is half-time out at Trevor Mickleborough Oval, where Valleys are leading 16 points to 12. Down there at Carl Park, there's been a try down there with South leading 10 points to 6 after 17 minutes over the Gatton Hawks. It is 6 points to 4, brothers, over Highfields, where we've got the restart here. Coming 4 minutes till half-time here, Nutsy.
A big opportunity here for the brethren. Brothers with only 4 minutes to go here before half-time. Good drop out there by the Highfields into a bit of a breeze. But anyway, the brothers have got the ball up and they charge it. Brown. That was a big run.
He's a fiery customer.
And he picked up 20 metres. That was a good charge. Davis this time uses his skill to Pegler. Pegler dummies, goes straight through. He's going to score a try here on the pillars of half-time. He puts the ball down. Then the referee will point to the spot, and brethren will lead here 10 points to 4 with 4 minutes to go before half-time. Obi.
I tell you what, look, what a great work done by brothers. They've had all the ball, and look, he just showed a bit of pace there, Wally Peck. Oh, gee, did he drop that?
No, he got it down.
He got downward, it down.
They call that downward pressure today.
Seen the live replay on Power TV Australia. And, for those on Power FM special events, I just thought that Pegler might have just dropped it there, but Nutsy said, no, you got rocks in your head, Obi.
No, and I'll tell you what Pegler's done. He's done some very good service, him and Beatrice. They're sharing that pivot role, and they're doing some lovely long passes. And that time he went to the line and he dummied, and he elected to run with speed, and it was good rugby league by him. But the Highfields there, the Highfields Eagles, that was their second set of 6, and like the Highfields' first try, come after their second set of 6 camped on their own line. So you can ill afford to come up with those little mistakes there, Obi.
Yeah, well,
Stewart nearly caught the ball in goal there. He went for the ball and just bounced away from him, so he elected to tap it dead. Went for the safe play.
Yeah, 2 minutes until half-time with this Goodyear Gold. It is 10-4, big buddy. I think we got ourselves a convoy.
I know. And when you come from Warwick, It's we got ourselves a Conroy. No, it's Conroy.
Conroy. Anyway, 10 metres in, Wally Pegler, the left foot kicker, to try and convert his own try for the Goodyear Pittsworth Gold. And he comes. 10-4, big buddy.
He's going to kick it out towards the breeze there, Obi. I can see where he's got this ball faced.
Okay, mate. And you're going to back it in, Nutsy?
I'm going to back it in because he's very composed.
And
brings it around.
He's just did like my 5-iron today and just hooked it round. And the score remains 10-4, big buddy. I think we've got ourselves a convoy. And it's well done. And that was the wrong score on screen there. It's 10-4. We'll get it right. 10-4. 50 seconds the last minute there until
50
half
seconds.
time.
It'll be the last play here. There's 46 seconds to go before half time as Zach gets the ball. He'll get it away to Taylor. Both the Taylor brothers been very busy for the all-white side here in the first half. Been going very, very good. As O'Grady got in there and put him to the ground this time. Gets it away to Brown. Brown charges. He's been very busy too, Obi. He's still going, Brown there. They got it up to within 12 metres of the halfway line. There's only 20 seconds to go here. Tries to slow the play of the ball. Isaac gets the ball away this time. This Davis pops a ball. And Beatros, the referee said the ball's gone forward from one player to the other. And that'll be all she wrote here in the first half. As we see the home side here. The brethren leading the Highfields Eagles, and it'll be 10 points to 4 as both sides will go to the shed.
Well, Nutsy, I'm going to grab your earphones, mate. It's a very important year for Toowoomba Brothers. It's 100 years, as well as Toowoomba Rugby League. And this is our first call of Brothers here. And we've got the president here, the new...
Is your computer driving you crazy? Is it slow or doing things you didn't expect? Well, having a computer crash or pick up a virus can be a complete nightmare for a business, so having someone local you can trust to get you up and running again is critical. The dedicated team of experts at Computer Troubleshooters Toowoomba West will put your mind at ease from the moment you walk through the door and will get your problem solved in no time with a 100% guarantee on their work. Laptops, tablets, PCs, whatever you have, Roger and the team can fix it for you. So visit them today at 236 Bridge Street, Newtown. Can't get in to see them? No worries. Just call them on 4642 1331 and they'll come to you. Toowoomba Troubleshooters, Toowoomba West, on the web at www.computertroubleshooters.com.au/Toowoomba West.
If you've lost your income or had a change of earning capacity through no fault of your own and are struggling with debt that you can no longer handle, you probably feel a bit like this ant. If the struggle is getting you down and you feel overwhelmed, there is an answer. Central Liaison has helped thousands of people break free of the debt struggle by handling their debt for them. Freeze all interest, stop the harassing calls from the bank and start enjoying life again. Call them today on 0409 344 070 for a confidential, obligation-free chat about how Central Liaison can help you take your life back. The number again, 0409 344 070. Call them now.
On Power TV Australia, we take a frank look at computers, the internet and social media with a team of experts from around the world with Switched On IT. Learn what makes the internet tick and how to keep your kids safe online. Discover a whole new world of entertainment at www.powertvaustralia.com or download the app from the Google Play Store.
President, a really good old friend of mine, Paddy Johnson. How are you, Paddy?
Oh, I'm going well, Abe, thanks.
That's good, and you've turned on the weather here today, Paddy.
Yeah, it's a little bit cool, but it's a good night to play footy, I think.
I couldn't get my tickets quick enough for the 100-year dinner coming up, I think it's next month.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to seeing Jonathan Thurston and Wayne Bennett. What a coup for the Brothers Club.
Yeah, no, and they didn't hesitate when I asked them to come up and be in our dinner. They were all for it, and they're actually going to stay for a few days, so which could be good.
Is there a rumour in that you've got a set of boots for Jonathan to play in the old boys game on the Sunday?
Oh well, Obi, that'll be up to him, mate. But yeah, you never know. It could happen. It'd be good to even see him if he kick off for us in the old boys.
Looking forward to that. Everything's about Brothers that weekend. We're calling that game Brothers versus Valleys. I think it's 11th of May, is that right?
No, that's the 29th.
Of May.
June.
Of June. Gee,
28th is the dinner, and
Yep.
the 29th is the game on the Saturday night.
I got to say, Pat, I believe that's by their own admission. I reckon coaches Dixon and McEwen will say that's their best half of footy in 2019 at the moment.
Yeah, they're playing pretty well tonight. They've just got to hang on to the ball, Obi, I think, and I think the game will come to them, actually, as the night goes on.
Oh, that's good. And what's happening in the world of brothers out here, mate? We've got a big complex in the pipeline at the moment. So it's all happening with brothers. All brothers. All roads lead to brothers in 2019.
Yeah, no, things are looking good, mate. It'll be a couple of years' time, probably. All these things take time, and everyone's thinking to themselves, I don't think this is ever going to happen, but I can guarantee them it is going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's getting closer every day. And there is big things going to happen out here, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And what other fundraisers have you got going on as far as brothers is concerned?
Well, we've got jerseys and that sort of thing, Obi. There's no real big fundraiser as you'd wish, but there's some giveaways and that sort of thing at the dinner. So I think every person that comes along to the dinner will be quite surprised at what they will get. Yeah.
Okay, look, Pat, we wish you all the best for the 2019 season. We're absolutely thrilled that brothers are back in the mix. Very, very more competitive now. We called their game last week, so hopefully, you never know, you might get your first win tonight.
Thanks very much, Abe. Let's hope so.
Okay, and then we've got the pleasure of having the TRL president here, Brian Gilroy. How are you, Brian?
Good, mate. Good, beautiful night here at Glenholme Park. A bit cool, but just wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And how's your back, Jack?
The back's a bit sore today, but it's nothing good about getting old, Andrew. Nothing good about that at all.
How was life in the week of a TRL chairman this week?
Yeah, we had our moments during the week. We had a couple of crowd issues. People come along and think it's a forum where they can turn up and carry on like complete lunatics and drink and abuse people. So that's not a very pleasant. And we've dealt that the best we can. And the club involved was very supportive. So once again, small minority. Whatever it is. So, but no, generally speaking, footy's going good. Yeah. It's a pretty competitive game here tonight. There's
and tickets on sale for the centenary dinner.
It is, yeah. And I've been.
What date's that, Brian?
22nd of June. It's the Saturday night before the Madsen Rasmussen.
Right.
So
looking
a big
forward
weekend.
to that. Yep.
And I've been talking just the last week or so to some old players who were in our team of the century, and unfortunately a lot of them have passed away. But I've made contact with several family members. I was speaking to today 2 grandsons of Dan Dempsey.
Yep.
And he played for Valleys here in 1924 and 25 and played for Australia, of course.
Yep.
And I was speaking to Heather Doyle, Ripper Doyle's wife.
Mm-hmm.
And so I also had a contact just yesterday with Cocky McMahon's son. And Cocky, of course, Pat McMahon played here for Brothers in late 40s, early 50s and played for Australia. So just those wonderful stories. And one of those, I'll tell you, is a friend of Bobby Banks. Now, Bobby Banks is 89 years old, lives in Newcastle.
Right.
And his friend's a friend of his, or a friend of his son's, actually, and they keep in contact. And one of the things he told me today was how much he enjoys watching the videos that Barry puts up and your commentary and watching all of your interviews and whatever way down there in Newcastle. So
that's wonderful.
And he passes on that information to Bobby, who played for Newtown in the 1950s. So.
Yeah, we've got it humming along at the moment. The footy show's going well, Brian, and our media's continuing at the present time. So
I think, no doubt that we put a lot of
effort in
similar leagues into interest in the shade. The things that you do and the publicity we get out there and the interest we've got in the league.
And it attracts sponsors, doesn't it?
It does, and I think all the clubs are benefiting from that. And I notice a lot of the clubs are now starting to get more active on their website, on their Facebook pages. And I've just been down at the racecourse tonight, Obi, and saw all that's good about sport and good about rugby league. They had a fundraiser down there for Motor Neuron. The Newtown club put it on behalf of Danny O'Neill, an old player of theirs from
that's
way
right.
back.
Yep.
And they were hoping to get 200 people, and
a day for Dan, wasn't it?
Day for Dan.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And they were hoping to get a couple of hundred there, and you cannot move in that room down there. And I estimated at least 500 people that turned up. What a wonderful night for Dan. You know, for Dan, for fundraising for Motor Neuron. He said he didn't want any of the money, and he'd be happy to see the money donated to the cause. And it's just rugby league people. There was Valley's people there, Brothers people, also,
in my role as wellbeing officer for Men of League, I spoke to Dan late last year, and look, he's a very, very private man, okay, and doesn't know what all the fuss is about, and he wants to continue the battle. But again, I will say, with my experience in that wellbeing, people around you do need the medicine when someone has got diseases as well, and I explained that there to Dan, and he's very welcoming, so we can have a lot of support there.
I think,
and support for them as well, the friends.
People, people are generous, and they want to help, and sometimes they don't know how to help, and maybe this was an opportunity for them to help and to highlight the issues surrounding the disease. He was one of the toughest footballers ever to play. Interestingly, in the C grade here this afternoon, Newtown played Texas, and he actually was captain coach of Texas back in the day as well.
Wow.
So there's
we talked a lot about Texas, especially with Ian Farrell, who came from Texas to lead Pittsburgh to a 1974 grand final win after playing in the 67 grand final as well. And of course that brings me to Anzac Day. We've got the week off next week, and first try at it, and I think it's going to be very historical with Gatton playing Warwick and Pittsworth playing Oakey in Anzac Day. They're late games because you can't open at the leagues clubs until 1 o'clock. Is that right?
I think that we've Pittsworth's a bit easier because Pittsworth actually only had the 3 games because there's no C grade, and I think Gatton have got special permission to kick off at the first game at 12:30.
Okay.
But not open any of the alcohol and those sort of things. And
that's Sacred Day, Anzac Day, isn't it?
And you talk to both those clubs, and they tell you that their communities really do embrace.
Yes, they do.
In the general sense, they embrace the whole Anzac Day experience. And I think this is, rather than taking away from it anyway, it's going to enhance it. They can have. They both talked about the ceremonies they're going to have, and to recognise the Anzacs. And I think it'd be a great thing for returned soldiers to do their march, have a few beers somewhere, then turn up and watch a bit of footy, because there's nothing better than that was.
It's funny, Brian. We're sitting there, we talk a bit on the radio, and you don't know what to talk about. But there's hundreds of things happening for the Toowoomba Rugby League 100th year, and. I think we're really organised this year with our support for the 100-year celebrations. Anyway,
we got some really good things happening there, and I only had 10 minutes there, but we got through a bit. And here's George back to do his job. So here you go.
That's good. Anyway,
all the
great.
best, boys. Keep up the good work. Cheers.
Thanks very much, Brian. We'll speak to you again over the season. And Nutsy, I tell you what, it was Advantage Brothers. I felt they probably had the advantage here. They competed 13 out of 15, whereas sets of 6. The penalties were 2-1, and Highfields completed 8 out of 12. So a very, very close at Glenholme Park. 10 points to 4, Brothers over Highfields. And I tell you what, Nutsy, they deserve to be in front.
Yeah, they do. They control the ball a lot better than They looked the more dangerous when they were attacking the line, Obi, if I could say that.
18-16, Gatton over South, leading to the second half. Here you go, Nutsy.
So, yeah, by the way that kick-off went there, I'd say that the Highfields will have a little bit of an advantage in the second half with the breeze. That ball held up quite well. There's O'Brien goes to dummy half to start the second half as we see Highfields. Highfields bring the ball up to within 12 metres halfway centre field. O'Brien will go to dummy half. Good energy there in the defence. O'Brien gets it down to the half back, and Teven drops the ball back into Everett. Everett tries to get up, goes, still going Everett. That's a good run. He's only 6 metres short of the halfway line. O'Brien decides to take him on himself. He runs into Davis, and Davis grabs him and puts him down. Good run though. Good run though by O'Brien. Into dummy half goes Teven. Teven long ball away to Stewart. Stewart passes it again. That's good football. Good start of the second half. Tackle 5. What are they going to do here, Highfields? I think they'll use the breezes. They're going to put it high in the air, and underneath it comes Travell. He was very good under the high ball, and he's just done it again there, Obi. Great take by the fullback from Brothers as they bring it out of their own.
We're going to go quickly down to Carl Park.
Yes,
Mr.
right,
Guys, Kelvin, how are we going down there at Carl Park? Kelvin, you there?
I don't think Kelvin's there anywhere near the action, is he?
I think, hang on just a sec. No, I've got him here. Just a moment, mate. Just bear with me. Kelvin, you there, mate?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
How's it going down there?
It's 18-16 to Gatton, Obi, we're 6 minutes from half time.
Has been in a competitive game?
It is. It's been end for end, try for try. It's been South open the account, and then it's been really you score, I score. Yeah, it's very open. Not many penalties. And,
okay, well
you're fast game of football.
You're later than us, mate. So we'll talk to you at full time of this game. Thanks very much.
Righto, mate.
Back to
As
you,
Highfields have the ball, they're only 8 metres short of the halfway line. Everett goes for a scamper. He goes across field. He decides to straighten up and nearly goes through. But they get him and put him down right on the halfway mark. Referee says, what's he going to say here? Did he go over the mark, or is he going to make him go back? No, he might have thought he's seen a bit of blood, but no, he said, righto, let's play on. Plays it back to O'Brien. O'Brien, they're going to go down to a short side, go over towards the junior clubhouse side. Tackle
Hold the phone, Nutsy. We'll go over straight over to Neb
Cherry.
Cherry.
Oh, the Bears are coming, Obi.
What's
They've
the score,
just
mate?
got the score, Ty. 20 points to all. The Bears are coming for them.
All right.
We've had 11 minutes play in the second half. 20 points to the Okie Bears, 20 points to the Valleys Roosters.
Well, it's all happening here, mate. I apologise with our half-time, mate. We had Brian Gilroy, Pat Johnson. Just hold the phone, Neville.
Good pass this time. Oh, that was a lovely football that time. Teven stepped off his right foot. Got a nice little ball away there to Nolan, but they couldn't come at him. That was tackle 5. Once again, Highfields deciding to run on the last. I think we should see a little bit more of that, Obi. Go back down to Nev.
Okay, Neville, and the kick to come.
Mate, the kick to come. Dylan Crump, he's been kicking goals all over the field, Obi. He's kicked 2 pearlers right on the touchline to keep the Bears in it. The Bears could have went to the break leading 12-10. With 10 seconds to play, they centre 3/4 for the Valleys Roosters. He's run 90 metres on halfway and scored, so the Bears could have been ahead by more. But anyway, they fought their way back in this second half as we wait for Dylan Crump to take the kick, Obi.
Yeah, we'll stay with you, mate.
There's a attempt at 40-20.
Stay with us.
You stay there.
He pumped it over.
Okay, so Oakey in front, 22-20. Gatton in front, 18-16. And a good game here, 10-4 brothers over Highfields. I think we've got ourselves a convoy. We'll get back to you, Nev.
No, we've got ourselves a convoy, Nev. Mate, that's good stuff, isn't it?
And we've got 3 great games at the moment. We'll get back to them, and probably we'll see when we get a bit of a lull in this game. But there's no lull here. Nutsy 10-4. Brothers hanging on to the lead there.
Yes, as Teven will feed the ball here for the Highfield side. They're going to feed the scrum 30 metres off their own try line, 10 metres in from the touch line, and that's the clubhouse side. Teven puts it in. O'Brien takes it out. They're going to get the ball away to Nielsen. Nielsen away to Wagner. Wagner tries to beat 2 or 3, but Brothers come. Oh, that's good defence by Brothers. They pick him up and push him back.
Tommy Taylor.
Oh, great defence there by the Brethren as they charge up on them here. They're even better defence by the Brethren are here.
Rob Taylor.
They're here to play, believe it or not. This time Nielsen goes for a skirt and gets it across field, but the Highfields tackle 4. They've made absolutely no ground. Actually, Henningsen. They've lost ground, Obi. They've gone back 2 metres. Very enthusiastic. O'Brien goes to dummy half. Tries for
firing
a
up here.
That's good. Good defence by the Brethren. We're at Nielsen. Nielsen will kick and say, let's get it out of here. Tries to go for 40-20. No, I don't think it's got there.
Oh, let's have a look at the referee.
What's the referee going to say?
And yes, it is a
It's a
great
40-20,
reply
I
there.
think Nielsen's got it. Nielsen's got a 40-20. Is he going to call it?
Yeah, he sure has.
He will, because I think he was inside the 40. He was. That's a great play there by Nielsen. He snapped upon that, as we're saying to you there, listeners.
Let's remember
at home.
That. If they score here, we'll put it down to Nielsen. That's for sure, Nutsy.
My word, we will. O'Brien will bring the ball in for the Highfields. He'll tap and go. Teven with the ball. They decide to go across field. Fenn that time. They're still... there's a big run here. I can't quite pick him up, but he's only going to be 2 metres short. Oh, the Brethren held off at him, and Brothers, they nearly... Connor Nolan nearly come up with a beauty. This time Nielsen. Long ball out that time. I think it's O'Grady. O'Grady's only 2 metres short of the try line. Remember that kick, gets up and plays the ball. This time back to Henningsen. Henningsen, Brothers swarm upon him and put him down. on. They're only 2 metres short of the try line. What can they do here? O'Brien. Long ball away to Nielsen. He gets it away to Teven. Teven short ball. Long ball out to Stewart. Stewart gets it away to Everett. Everett steps inside one. Still going. Everett. Does he get over? No. He's a metre shorter. He's held up in goal. They've held him up in goal. Great Brethren defence. Oh, good football here to start the second half. Comes off the back of Obi, the 40-20 here by Nielsen.
How good was that
Highfields
kick?
cooked up now. Was that tackle 5? I can't quite pick it up. Could only be tackle 4. Highfields trying to get back into this game. We've only been going 6 minutes here in the second half, and it's 10 points to 4 in favour of the home side. He'll play the ball back to
To Leach, I think.
No, Leach. I think it could be Leach. Obi.
15.
And that could be tackle 4, is it? No, tackle 5. We were one wrong. O'Brien kicks it through. That's a try. Nielsen flying through. Beautiful rugby league. Well done by O'Brien. He's chipped it in behind the brothers' defence, and Nielsen flying through has put the ball down right beside the right hand upright. Now we can go back, Obi, and we can say it come from the smart thinking of Nielsen, who got the 40-20, and they've gone on the attack from there.
Let's have a look at this live replay on Power TV Australia.
You watch him, he just chips it in behind the Brethren's defence here. You watch
to
this.
Trent O'Brien. See if we can get going there, Barry. Now we've got a bit of a break in there, but it was the 40-20, and especially after Nutsy, that you were saying that they were going backwards, and Nielsen just got him out of trouble. No, it was Jack George kicked that ball.
George kicked
and then
the ball.
Jeff Nielsen, obviously a set plan move by the looks of it.
Well, he was standing out there.
Great work by Jack George.
Yeah, and that's going to make it 10-all.
Ran the grounds of Perfume Pest Control, 22 points to 20 after 12 minutes in the second half. Oakey over the Premier's Valleys, and down there at Carl Park, they must be nearly half-time, which they are. Gatton scored right on half-time. It was a Jaden Williams try. He had a good game last week, and they lead 24 points to 16. As we see that Goodyear goal kicked there by...
Hooper.
Yeah, Hooper.
Hooper. He's the kicker for Highfields. He slots it straight over, so it's tied up here. 10 points to all. 32 minutes left to go in the second half. We're here at Glenholme Park, and we're watching the game here with the Brethren up against the Highfields Eagles. And it's been a great game of rugby league, local rugby league at its best, Obi.
Yeah, it sure is, and 10-all, and it's 22-20 out there at Trevor Mickleborough Oval. Close game down there at Carl Park.
There's a good crowd in here too, Obi, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Big crowd in here.
Mm-hmm.
As we see, the Brethren are going to have to come back and kick off. If Travell kicks it, he gets it much deeper this time. Matter of fact, he gets it right down under the uprights. Much better start to the set of 6 this time, but Taylor gets in and puts him down.
He
Good
doesn't mind
defense.
making some tackles
he's
there.
Really been very, very aggressive here in the second half. They started well, the Brethren, and probably would say it went against the play a little bit, that try. But anyway, as we see the Hawks, Eagles bringing the ball off their own try line.
Alex Rangery was that tackler there, but he's going well.
Good. Yes, O'Shea, he seems to be playing out in the pivot role there, drops the ball back underneath. That time Teven went at the defence and popped a nice little pass at 12 metres short of the halfway line. He's going to go and try and do another 40-20. Works once, wide can't it work twice, but the Brethren this time read it much, much better, and
Edwards.
they got back. Edwards got back and picked it up, and they got upon him there and put him down.
And
he'll play the ball as time. Brothers will bring the ball back. They'll only be 12, 15 metres short of the halfway line as they start the set. They'll try and get a few little scoots going here, I'd say. Obi, as a referee's going to say, no, you've got to go back and play that on the spot. He just tried to pick up another metre or two.
Yep.
And that halts their whole go forward, doesn't it, as the Brethren with the ball. They're only 8 metres short of the halfway line. They're on the clubhouse side. As Stewart goes to dummy half, he picks up the big back rower and Taylor. Taylor's right caught right on the halfway line. What can they do here? as Stewart gets the ball away to Davis. Dummies inside, goes himself, tries to step off one. Good run, picked up 12 metres. Stewart to dummy half. He's going to fire it away to Beatros. What's Beatros do? He puts it high up into that window. She's a towering Garriola underneath it. Oh, he's picked it up beautifully.
By Campbell
Oh,
Stewart.
that was a magnificent take.
Aren't these fullbacks having a great game
that
today?
ball was swirling, Obi, wasn't it?
Yep, sure was. And I can tell you what, Brothers have not made a mistake this second half, apart from let the try in, I suppose. But they haven't lost the ball there.
No, George gets it away to Everett. Everett, good run there by the centre three-quarter. He gets it up to within 2 metres of the halfway line. And what can they do here? George goes down the side. Nielsen dummies outside, gets a ball away to Wagner. Wagner goes straight through. Oh, they come at him from behind, brothers.
No, that's O'Grady.
O'Grady, sorry.
Wagner plays the other side, you idiot.
It's okay. It sounded pretty good. O'Brien, long ball, short ball. Nolan lurking out wide, but he runs into the shoulder there. That time of Beatros. Beatros puts him down. They're only 12 metres short of the try line. Tackle 5, they say. O'Shea, long ball away to Nielsen. O'Brien, Nielsen stops, dummies, gets a ball away. Oh, that's for fortuitous play, but Brethren are back there to hose that one out, Obi. Very good attack that time by Highfields, though, as they're going to ring some changes here. This game, this second half, has really started very, very quick as we see Brothers tackle 2 with the ball coming off their own line. And he's trying to get a quick play of the ball, but he's only slow to his feet. And what's the referee? No, he's gone in the dummy half and tried to pick it up quick. And they've come up with a C&R concreting coach killer, Obi.
I've got to say, 11 sets of 6 in this half. 12 minutes gone in the second half. It's 10 all, and that's the first mistake I've seen.
Holman, he moved forward when he went to play the ball, and Holman went to pick it up, and of course he'd gone a metre forward. As he went to pick the ball up, he's knocked it on.
Look, I tell you what, the tide has turned here. Highfields are on the actual run at the present time. And let's go back to that 40-20 by Nielsen. They've just got their tails in the air at the moment, Highfields, and they look like they're going to score here.
Look, I think they're just using the breeze a little bit better, Obi, don't you think?
Yep,
here's Stewart tries to get on the outside.
And he loses the ball.
Lost the ball. Now we're talking about C&R concreting coach killer. Ready to put some pressure right on the Brothers' defence there. And as we've seen before, when you get back-to-back sets, the Brothers' side only had it for 1 tackle, and they've come up with a mistake, tackle 1.
Unbelievable stuff. Around the ground with Nev Cherry Pest Control. Half-time at Carl Park Sporting Complex. Gatton 24-16 over South. And over there at Trevor Mickleborough Oval, they've had 18 minutes. And guess what? Oakey have scored again. Thank you to Dylan Crump. It is 28 points to 20. Oakey over last year's premiers.
As we see the Brothers' side, they're going to bring the ball off their own line. They're looking for slowing to play the ball down there. Holman gets it on away to Taylor. Taylor just rucks it straight into him, but willing Highfields' defence. They got in there and put him down. He'll get up and play the ball back to Holman. Holman, short ball away to his brother Taylor this time. Good run, tries to get it away. No, he can't. They're 18 metres short of the halfway line. Always shows in there. Holman, long ball out to Beatros. Beatros gets it away to Pegler. Pegler, short ball away. They're still going down the junior side of the field. They're staying in the field to play there too. That was good enterprising football by Brothers that time. And they come up to play the ball. Hoffman dummied, goes himself, but they come at him Highfields and put him down. But they're 12. Rudd. They're 12 metres inside Highfields tackle 5. What are they going to do here? Pegler decides to put it high. One of those big high kicks. These fullbacks have been unbelievable. And he does it again. Great take by Stewart. Spins out of the tackle and gets up and starts to go, but Taylor comes at him and puts him down. Great run, Stewart. Good rugby league, Obi.
Yeah, unbelievable stuff. Let's see if we can get over to Nev Cherry.
They've come up with a C&R concreting coach killer. Yeah, get Nev Cherry there, 20.
Nev Cherry.
Mate, still game on out here, Obi. The Bears are leading 28 points to 26. The Valley's Roosters just hit back through a Nola Button for his second try.
Yep, that makes it 28-24.
28-26.
28-26. And look, Oakey deserved to be in front, Neville.
Mate, they certainly do, Obi. As I touched on before the pre-game show, like, they drift in and out of the games, and when they're on, they're really on. They're really good. Then they drift back out of it again, and then that's when Valley's come back at them. So, mate, if they can hang on, we've got 16 minutes to go. And, just as you watch the tackle, and 3 fellas just drove a Valley player back there.
Kevin on the radio. Yeah. Drive a seat. Ooh, drive a seat. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's working for the weekend.
Jamming as much variety into your day as possible.
powerfmradio.com.au.
Is your computer driving you crazy? Is it slow or doing things you didn't expect? Well, having a computer crash or pick up a virus can be a complete nightmare for a business, so having someone local you can trust to get you up and running again is critical. The dedicated team of experts at Computer Troubleshooters Toowoomba West will put your mind at ease from the moment you walk through the door and will get your problem solved in no time with a 100% guarantee on their work. Laptops, tablets, PCs, whatever you have, Roger and the team can fix it for you. So visit them today at 236 Bridge Street, Newtown. Can't get in to see them? No worries. Just call them on 4642 1331 and they'll come to you. Toowoomba Troubleshooters, Toowoomba West, on the web at www.computertroubleshooters.com.au/Toowoomba West.
Holman, no, the brothers right on the attack now. They're only 12 metres short of the try line. Davis, long ball away to Beatros. Beatros gets it away this time to Travell, but they swarm upon him and put him down. Good defence there by Highfields. In a dummy half, Beatros goes for a little short raid. Oh, Wagner for the line.
What a tackle
Put him over the sideline. Great last-ditch defence there by Highfields.
Yeah, Trent O'Brien put his body on the line. And he just come across there, and they were just about to score. Highfields. I think it was Everett on the end here. And look, what a great tackle there by Trent O'Brien. This is an amazing game. 24 minutes left. It's
I didn't
10
mind.
all.
Yeah, I didn't mind the play, Obi, because they created numbers. Wagner went for the try line, but as you just said, come from the inside to bump him into touch. So Highfields will get the scrum and feed on their Highfields will put the ball in. O'Brien, and they've knocked it on. O'Brien's knocked it on, taking it out of the scrum, and he's having a look at the referee, and he says, "Well, come on, sir, surely I didn't knock it on." And he said, "You knocked it on.
You knocked it on."
So it's going to be a scrum and feed this time to the brothers' side.
And the Canberra liked that one, mate, didn't they?
They're only 10 metres short of the try line here. We've got 24 minutes to go here in the second half, and the game's tied up at 10 points to all. Ball in, ball out, goes to Flegler. Flegler tries a little short ball away to Taylor, but Taylor's caught and set up on there. That was good football. They're still 8 metres short of the try line. Holman will go to dummy half. He struggles in the play. The ball. Holman gets it away. This time it's short ball away to Beatros. They've got numbers here if they could get it. Oh, that was good football. But Beatros has been flattened in back play. Do they take the two here? I think the game's that close. I think they should. Or will they go on the attack, Obi?
I don't know. But look, Rangery, the number 11, he's played very well.
That's the man, Rangery.
And their back row of Tom Taylor, Rob Taylor and Rangery have been going all night. And I tell you what, this is a quality game. 23 minutes left, 10 all. Do they take the 2 here, Nutsy?
Well, we've seen it when you get back-to-back opportunities on the opposition's try line. They generally do come up with the points. Now, it's only happened a couple of times where we've seen it, but he's saying a high shot now. What are they going to do here? No, they're going to tap it and go. No, what are they going to do? Going to take the 2, are they?
They've got to take the 2.
Got to take the 2.
You would think, yep.
Yes. So the brethren here at the home ground, Glenholme Park, they've elected to take the 2 off the back of the late tackle on Beatros that time. So they're going to line up and try and take a 2-point margin here. It'll be, if he kicks it, it'll be 12 points to 10. 23 minutes to go in the second half, and we're watching the game here at Glenholme Park.
Round the ground, Nev Cherry Pest Control. Valleys have grabbed the lead back with 13 minutes left. It's 32 points to 28 with the try to Lasol Tamalar, who's their new front rower, or new centre, I think he is, out there. So,
geez, that looks like that's been a very good game too.
Yeah,
high scoring game, but
okay, Goodyear Gold here. Goodyear Pittsworth Gold attempt for this penalty gold. Wally Pegler, he's had his kicking boots on today.
Just into a slight breeze, as we've been saying, but it's going right into his face as he moves in, strikes it and puts it straight between the black dot, as they say. So the brethren take a 2-point advantage here. They go to 12 points to 10.
Yep.
Still only halfway through this second half, Obi, so anything can happen yet.
Yeah, penalty gold after, 57 minutes. So, yep, it's game on. And let's see if it's the right decision. And they have a good set of 6 out of here.
They're going to have to, well, look, Obi, in the tight games like this where it's 10 all there, you've got to take the 2 points in front of the post. As Highfields will restart the game, that man Nielsen will kick off and he tries to get it high. It's a low bouncing ball, or could go over the dead ball line, but no, they come in and picked it up.
Nan
got it.
Oh, Nan.
Nan.
No, don't say Nan no to me all the time.
He'll play the ball back to Hoffman. Hoffman gets it away to Davis. He's been strong for the brethren here out tonight, and they had to take 2 and 3, and they carried 2 or 3 with him for another 5 metres. Play the ball. Oh, that's a good set of 6 so far here from the brethren. They got it up to within 12 metres the halfway centre field. Hoffman to dummy half. What are they going to do here? They're going to come right side through. Pegler short ball away to that other back rower. Rangy. That was a good straight run. Rangara nearly went through him.
He's played well.
Hoffman gets to this time away to Taylor. Good straight run. That's 5 good charges. They got it up within 10 metres the halfway line. As they going to put it high this time, tackle 6-5, so he puts it high. Oh, it bounces on the ground. It's gone backwards. Fanning gets back and gets a ball on the ground. Try! Wagner's come from nowhere. They've knocked it on Highfields, and Wagner's scored the try right in front of the boozer. So the brethren will go to a 16 points to 10 lead. We've still got 21 minutes to go here in the second half. Oh, Obi, the game heats up.
And you said it, Nutsy. Put the ball in the air, one of you team. And I tell you what, Pegler has put it in the air all night.
And swirling, and I feel sorry for the winger there for
well, it was the first time
Fanning made a mistake.
He said, I'm not going to kick it to the fullback because
Stewart's been very, very strong.
Good. And it was a difficult take there for young Josh Fanning, and he spilt the beans. It went back behind him, and then Kyle Wagner just come through. And look, he didn't have it all his own way. It was a tough try.
Obi, I think, look, you've got to put that try down to the brothers forwards.
Yep.
Bringing that ball off that try line there from the restart in that game there. We've seen all their forwards really, and particularly their back row, they made 10 and 12 metres with every carry, and they got it up into a position where they could do an attacking kick.
Yeah, sure is. And this Goodyear Pittsworth Gold, very important for Wally Pegler. He's right on the sideline about 25 metres back.
Geez, I tell you what, this is going to be a good kick.
Actually, he's about 18 metres back. He's taken it pretty short, probably.
Yeah, well, he's going into a heavy breeze, though, Obi, isn't he?
And he's going to have to stab the soccer style here as he comes in. Nutsy, take us through it.
He comes back. He's on his mark. He takes his time. He looks about. comes in, he hits it, but it's going to go right across the post there. He tried to get it out to the left-hand side there.
Yeah, but
the wind
16-10 with 19 minutes left. The brethren in front here going into the wind here. And look, an opportunist try, but that's what the night is about. There's not much give between both sides here at Glenholme Park. Round the grounds with Ned Cherry Pest Control, 24-16. Gatton over South, and over there at Oakey, still 32-28. Valleys over Oakey, Nutsy.
Yeah, as they kicked off here, and they've done exactly what they did in the previous kickoff. They put it high and tried to get the wind to carry it. But they got back there, the brethren, and picked it up. They'll play the ball. Hoffman will get to dummy half. Oh, geez, nearly knocked it on there, but he got back and regathered it. It's a good charge, but Highfields going into numbers. That's a better start to the set by the Highfields Eagles. They got down and defended that well. Hoffman to dummy half. Gets a short ball. They're not going to go. They're going to try and go back through the middle here. Brothers at work from last set. Going to try and go again. Play the ball. He said to go back on the mark. He creeped forward a couple of metres there, but the referee said, go back, get your jersey on, plays the ball back to Taylor. Taylor he's been hitting a bone jarrer. What a bit of defence that was.
Nathan Smith.
Smith really jarred him up there. He goes for another one. He must have liked it. He's got the loose ball. No, referee says he's raked it out. Smith went for the back up there. Bang, hit one. Bang, hit another.
He's not arguing with referee Sean Toowoomba. But that was a turning point. We've got some turning points coming up here. 16-10, 18 minutes left in this Toowoomba Sports Club match of the day. Look, a great kick into the wind there, bringing them within 25 metres with a full set of 6 to have their Nutsy.
Holman will tap it and restart the ball. Gets it to their...
Bob Brown, holy... Connor Nolan's been very good
Mowat,
tonight.
I think it was. Mowat that time took the ball forward. This time...
No, it wasn't. It was Brown, mate.
Brown, sorry, Brown. You're right. You got it right. Sorry,
right,
Obi, I should never question you.
No, you're right.
I'm wrong for the first time this year.
Yeah,
plays the ball back to Taylor. Taylor dummies and goes back on the inside.
That's Ravel.
Ravel. Yeah. Ravel, he's alike. They look all alike, these brethren.
Got the same jerseys on.
Yes, that's it. Away to Beatros. Beatros away. This time to Pegler. Pegler puts it in. Oh, they dropped it. He's got to come from inside. In front. Oh no, he got back and got it. He's knocked it on. Aaron Hooper hooked around and tried to get back in the field of play, but in trying it with a bit of speed, he knocked the ball on.
Uncharacteristic mistake
7-8 minutes to go here
Hooper.
in the second half, and it's 16 points to 10.
Let's see how this ball goes with the wind with this restart here. Nutsy.
He's been kicking very well, Nielsen. He puts it more so down the middle of the field, and Beatros is going to get back there. Oh, that's a good work from Beatros. He went back and he picked it up, and he give it away to his big front rower, and Nan up over the half. Oh, well, he's 12 metres inside Highfields territory. Into dummy half goes Holman. Holman gets it inside to Pegler. Pegler goes across field, still going. That's a good run. He got it back inside. Oh, Brothers looking very, very good here with the ball. They're only going to be 25 metres short of the try line half. They're right in the middle of the field. This time they come wide to Beatros. Beatros, long ball, short ball, back to back Rangy. Rangy tries to get away from O'Brien, but O'Brien snapped him up, went him around the legs. Good tackle. Plays the ball back to Holman. Holman, long ball away this time to Beatros. He throws another ball, but they've knocked it on there that time. He tried the quick pass. Pegler tried to catch and pass, so Highfields get a bit of a let off there. 16 minutes to go here.
I tell you what, I reckon that's fatigue coming in here, Nutsy. It's been a real tough game. Hardly any mistakes there. And look, that's only their second set of 6 that they've missed on the 9 that they've had in the second half, Brothers. And look, it's Highfields there to turn it around this next 5 minutes. Nutsy, 16-10. Round the ground, Neb Cherry Pest Control. South have scored 24-22. Gatton over South just into the second half.
How's that other game going out there at Oakey, Obi?
I'll get an update there. And it is 32 points to 28.
As we see Everett goes
in front of Oakey.
Yeah, he run into the shoulder of Brown as Highfields got the ball, courtesy of the scrum, loose head and feed. Kevin Scott, they get the ball up to within 10 metres of the halfway line. Highfields want to get back into it. 15 minutes to go here in the second half. And it's the home side leading 16 points to 10 as Nielsen gets the ball away, looking for that 40-20. Nobody back there. And they get a good bounce this time.
Trevisel.
Trevisel He got the ball. He's been solid. Oh, and he's been hit. Oh,
yeah, accidental
dear,
there
accidental
with Connor
knee.
Nolan there.
But I think he's okay. He got up pretty quick. Oh, he might be a little bit ginger, but anyway, the brethren with the ball. Holman will go to dummy half. There, he's a bit sore there, Obi. Holman goes to dummy half. This time, Brothers go centre field. They're going to get it up to within 15 metres of the halfway line. Good rugby league, 16 points to 10, 14 minutes to go. Holman gets it away to Davis. Dummies inside, tries to go to the outside, still going. They try to keep the ball. Oh, that's a good bulldozing run, Obi. Dummy half, Holman. Holman comes down this short side, Beatros. Beatros puts it high, it's spinning. They're going to put the under pressure again. Well taken that time by Everett.
Yeah.
Everett under big pressure took it.
And he
and
makes
gets
good
great
ground.
run by Everett. He gets it back to
Wonderful
within
stuff.
10 metres of the halfway line.
And I tell you what,
Aussies
of course
game
they were putting it in the air, Brothers. It's that type of game, but it's all on for Highfields at the moment.
Yeah, George gets it away to Stewart. He flirts with the sideline. O'Brien, short ball away. Oh, this game's really heating up here. 14 minutes to go, and he's knocked. No,
Jacob
he hasn't.
Leach it was.
Jacob Leach, good run that time. O'Brien, long ball away to Nielsen. Nielsen says, "I'm going to go even wider." Oh, they got it over. Hooper knocked it on. No, he's run into touch.
Oh,
He's gone into diamonds. He's gone into touch that time. But Hooper, the ball fired at him. The pass was quite
and
good.
Look, they're sucking him in at the moment. We'll see if we can get over to Trevor Mickleborough Oval with Nev Cherry. Nev Cherry, how are we going out there?
Mate, we've got 3 minutes to go, Obi. The Bears are 28. The Valley's Roosters are 32.
It's been that score for a while, hasn't it?
Mate, it certainly has, Obi. But the Valley's Roosters, I reckon they've got enough to try. And Thomason's gone for 10 for Oakey, which is Aaron Cherry. That's no good. No good.
Okay,
so he's got 10 in the bin. So scores 32, Valley's Roosters 28, Oakey Bears.
Okay, mate, you have your videos, and we've got 13 minutes left here, and there's a heap of time left.
We're going to play it.
What's the score, Obi, in there?
It is 16-10 Brothers over Highfields, and it's 24-22 Gatton over South just early in the second half. So we'll be on for a lot longer. Okay, thanks a lot, mate.
Right. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Okay.
Wow, he loves it, doesn't he?
He does that. Let's go down to Kelvin Hawke.
Got an injured player.
And we've got an injured player. See, and we've got an injured player here. 30 minutes to go. 16-10. And I think we've got Kelvin on the phone. Kelvin.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, how are we going down there?
We just had an injury delay of about 6 or 8 minutes. It's 24-22 to the Hawks. We've still got 35 minutes, or 33 minutes to go.
Okay, well, there's 3 minutes left out of Trevor Mickleborough Oval, where Valley's cling on to a lead 32-28, and here it's 16-10. Brothers over Highfields. We've got 13 minutes left, so we'll certainly speak to you at after full time of this game, Kelvin.
Righto, mate.
Thank
no
you.
worries.
All right. So what's some games tonight? We'll always remember this Saturday night, Nutsy.
Oh, well, there's been some very good football. That's a very tight game out there at Oakey, and this is a very, very tight game here, and you've got a very tight game at Gatton.
And it's great to see these lower half sides from 2018 really competitive tonight in 2019.
Exactly right. As Brothers get the ball out of... Brothers have got the ball this time. Isaac... He gets a little short ball away. Brothers got the ball. They're only 10 metres short of the halfway line. We're 13 minutes to go. Oh, the ball pops out. He says, play on. No, he says, raked out. He said, raked out. Now, the referee had a very, very good look at that right in front of him, and he had no hesitation in saying, no, pal, you've raked the ball out. Big opportunity here for the brethren.
I reckon the referee's just had an absolute blinder of a game so far.
Well, he's been right that as Isaac will come and tap the ball. He'll get a restart here for the brethren in a perfect position to really pummel some Brown steps inside, steps outside, tries to get away from it, but Highfields coming and put him down. Good carry. They're only 25 metres short.
Ravel. He's been all night, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he's played some minutes too.
He has.
I don't think he's actually come out. No.
Isaac, short ball away to Brown this time. Brown steps and chinks and still going. They've got it up to within 12 metres of the Highfields line. What can they do here as Isaac, what's he going to do? They're going to line. They're lined right out here, Obi. Long ball away. That time to Pegler. Pegler short ball. Oh, they could have went to Brown.
Oh.
I think they should have put it through the hands. I could be wrong. Isaac, long ball this time away to Beatros. Longer pass away to Travell. Puts the ball in ground. Gets it away to Wagner. Wagner puts the ball down. Great try by the brethren here. That was good football. They lined it up. They seen the numbers. They put the ball inside, out behind Everett.
Hang on, let's have a look at it on the replay here. I reckon he was a little bit in front of the kicker, but here we go. Watch his kick. Oh, no, he's fine.
No way.
And he goes in for his second try. Kyle Wagner, the captain. He's had a very good captain's knock tonight.
Yes,
Kyle Wagner.
Right.
And I tell you what, 20 points to 10 at the present time. And look, it's all brothers at the present time. And Valleys, looks like that's full time out there at Oakey, 36 points to 28. Valleys just getting home over Oakey. You'll see all Nev Cherry's videos and of interviews at Trevor Mickabara Oval on Toowoomba Rugby League Facebook site. And of course, what a game we have here, 20 points to 10. Brothers, they are playing very good football, 10 minutes left. So that was a wonderful Toowoomba Sports Club try. The second to Kyle Wagner of the night. And this will be their first winner in a long time for brothers. So it's all on at the present time. The can bar, don't they like scoring tries in front of the can bar?
Well, why
Nutsy?
wouldn't you? There's plenty there to support him.
Anyway, look, you would think if he gets his kick, it'd be 12 points, and they've got to score 3 times. So
see if he can make amends for the first the kick right from the same spot, Nilly. And he looks back. I don't know what that's all about. He must just look back at his team. He's got to get this out to the. No, he's made a big correction.
Done it, mate. So
made a big correction. But anyway, it's a 10-point lead here for the home side here at Glenholme Park. They currently lead 20 points to 10 with 10 minutes to go here in the second half. And we could see brothers win their first game of the competition this year, Obi.
Yes, after 3 losses in a row. And look, they're playing with a lot of confidence in front of their home crowd here. This is a can bar win for sure, as far as I'm concerned. Nutsy.
Oh, it's good to see a good crowd in here. It's got slightly chilly too, as Nielsen will kick it off there for the Highfields side. And he bounces up fortuitously this time for the brethren and gets it away to that man Davis. Davis goes into him and he's still going. It takes him 3, 4, make that 5 Highfield defenders to put him down. Isaac, dummy half, gets a good ball away to Brown. Brown steps 1, steps 2. Brown caught and put down there, but he's got it 20 metres short of the halfway line. Isaac gets a short ball away to Taylor, I think it's this time. That's good carries, Obi. That's 1, 2, 3 carries, and they got it to within 8 metres of the halfway line. Isaac, what's he going to do here? He's going to go right-hand side through Fegler, step 1, step 2. They've got it inside Highfields territory. Beatros wants the ball. He looks long, looks wide. Big Beatros steps. He's got a man inside unmarked, but he can't get the ball to him. Oh, and Isaac inside him unmarked. Isaac this time goes to Pegler. Pegler long ball away. This time to Wagner. Oh, good defence by that time. Everett picked him up and put him down. Oh, no, it was the winger. Fanning picked him up and put him down. He didn't let him go around that time. Well, that was good enterprising football.
Oh, the penalty there. What was the penalty for?
Oh, no, I don't think he picked him up over the top, did he?
Yeah, I think it's a bit tough there, but referee straight there.
No.
Oh, no, it's a changeover. Sorry about that.
Just a changeover.
Because he had his hand up like a penalty, didn't he?
No.
Excuse me.
8 minutes to go here, and what we've seen here at Glenholme Park's been a great, entertaining game of rugby league here from the High. Oh, no, CNR coach Jennings. Pull the concrete truck. Tackle 2. And they've come up with a knock on. Look, okay, the pass wasn't passed right at him, but he should have picked it up, the big front rower there for the Highfield side. 7 minutes to go, 20 points to 10. We see the home side here at Glenholme Park. Brothers leading with 7 minutes to go. Can they hang on, or can Highfield stage one last effort and try and cling their way back into the game? I don't know, Obi. The way I'm looking at it, I think this Brothers forward pack, the big mobile pack, there's no big boppers in there, but they've been very mobile, bringing that ball back off their own line, Obi.
They certainly have, and look, I've been very, very impressed, and they are going to actually cause some havoc this this year, brothers. So
we've got a very good
there's
back
no
row there.
easy games in this competition, Nutsy.
And that's good. That's what you want in rugby league, and that's what you want in local rugby league. We didn't want to be coming here tonight seeing a 50-point blowout. We've come here tonight to watch a lovely, entertaining game of rugby league, local rugby league at its best.
Sure have, and they play Gundawindi at Gundawindi next week, brothers, on the Saturday night.
Yep.
King Hawk will be out there for that game.
As we see, Beatros puts the ball in, picked up, get it away to Pegler. Pegler puts that man, Taylor, who stood out off the scrum. He goes straight back at him, and he's only 15 metres short of the try line. Isaac gets a ball back inside to Brown. Flicks a ball to Brown, finally gets it, and they drive him back down. That's better defence by Highfields. They put him back 3 or 4 metres. But they're still only 18 metres short of the try line. Satterfield, they're going to go right side through Pegler. Pegler picks up Taylor again. That's good rugby league.
You think that they score here, mate?
She's game over. 6 minutes to go. 20 points to 10 to the home side. Isaac, long ball away to Pegler. Short ball away. And they've dropped it. Knocked it on. Big chance here for Highfields. They've got to go the length of the field. There's 6 minutes left. They've got plenty of time. They've just got to show some patience and complete a set of 6. That's their number one goal there. As you see, a nice little run there from Highfields. They got it to 20 metres off their own line. George goes to dummy half, uses Hooper. Hooper tries to go down the junior football side of the field, but it was a good run, made 12 metres. George dummy half, gets it away to Nielsen. Nielsen gets it away to Smith. Good carry, 15 short of the halfway line. Tackle 4. What can they do here? George long ball away this time to O'Brien. O'Brien away to Stewart. Stewart goes
to Nolan.
Is it Nolan? Yep. Sorry. And he's only 10 metres short of the halfway line. Tackle for George. George the dummy half. Nielsen wants the ball. He fires a long ball out over the far side there. They've touched it, brethren. This will be 6 to go. He's ruled it 2. Big opportunity here. No. He's going to come back to the initial one.
Which I think
it'll be a double knock on there.
Yeah, so it'll be an Eagles feed, I think, mate, and rightly so.
Yeah.
5 minutes to go, 20 points to 10. Brothers over Highfields. An upset looming here at Glenholme Park. Ran the grounds with Perfume Pest Control. Valley's 32 have defeated Gatton, defeated Oakey 26. And down there at Gatton, it is 24 points to 22. Gatton over South down there at Carl Park. They're way behind us, about 30 minutes.
This will be a big, crucial set of 6 as Hooper goes. He ran into a shoulder, but he's still going.
4 minutes
bounced
left.
out of it. 4 minutes to go. What can the Eagles do here? As O'Brien gets it away to Stewart. Dummies inside. Everett steps inside. Beatros still going.
Great defence.
Oh, that was good defence, but it was good football by Highfields. George away to O'Brien. O'Brien away to Hooper. He's starting to get really involved. What's he said? The ball's gone back. O'Brien pumps out a one. O'Brien's are within 10 metres of the try line. Can they score here? They go for a short run out of dummy half. They're close. Are they real close?
That's a try.
I think it's a try. Smith scored the try as the referee goes back and points to the spot. 4 minutes to go here. It could be, after the kick, it could be 20 points to 16. 3 minutes to go. Obi, grandstand finish here at Glenholme Park. Can you believe it?
Oh, I can't believe it, I tell you. And look, it was great work by Highfields. They haven't had as much ball as the brethren in this second half. And here's a try, a great try there by Nathan Smith. He's been one of their better ones tonight.
And Hooper that time for that set of 6 handled the ball 3 times. And we haven't seen that much tonight.
You mean O'Brien, wasn't it?
No, Hooper, the winger.
Yep.
He got in there from dummy half. He really chased in there and they really hit him, but he bounced out and he's going to make no mistake with the conversion as he sprints back as the clock ticks down. 20 points to 16. We've seen a bell ringer of a game here at Glenholme Park.
Yep.
20 points to 16, and the brethren are going to be in no trouble. They're not going to sprint back up to the halfway here, Obi. They're going to take their time. When does the clock actually tick back on here?
Well, I don't know whether it stopped, but it's just clicked over to 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah. So it must
to
be
go. So they're going to get the ball.
Highfields will get one set of 6, and it'll be this set of 6.
You would think they would. Yep, 2 minutes. Right, they're going to take all the time in the world here.
Hang on.
Yeah, and we have a stopped clock here. We've got someone just putting their knee on the ground.
No, he's going to come off.
Why would they? Do you think that just happens, or
no,
he's actually injured?
No, he has. Actually, they were look at him behind the try line there. So I say they're going to get a set of fresh legs out. Brown's going to come back out there. He's had a little bit of a breather.
They stopped the clock at
I don't think
2
he's
minutes.
too bad. He's just limping a little bit.
And
that'll be two. No disadvantage to the Brethren side having Brown back out there. He's been very busy. As Brothers kick off for the last stanza of this game. Only 2 minutes to go left on the clock.
Aaron Hooper.
Hooper gets the ball. This time he is a little bit more cautious when he run that ball. They're trying to play the ball down. They're going to come down this right-hand edge. Good run by Highfields. That's tackled too, but they come at him and put him down. Hoffman being the most aggressive in there. You want to get the hands out. They can ill afford to give away a penalty here. Smith he steps off the left, steps off the right. Good carry, George. Long ball away to O'Brien. Even longer away to Nielsen. What's Nielsen do? He goes for a long pass. Oh, it goes over the sideline. No. Hooper gets back and gets it. He got the ball. Oh, within inches of the sideline over there. Big play here. Tackle 4. What can Highfields do? Nielsen goes for a bit of a scanner. He can ill afford to get caught there because that's tackle 5. He's the kicker. What can Highfields do here? 48 seconds left here at Glenholme Park. They're going to have to put it high. No, they put a cheeky one in behind them, but Brothers get back there and fall on the ball. And I would have to say that's the game right there. 36 seconds to go here. 20 points to 16. Can Brothers hang on to win their first game in 2019? They go for a one-on-one steal there. 26 seconds, 24, 20 points to 16. They've raked it out. The referee said no. You should have got to the feet. Well, Brothers will be no hurry to form the scrum.
14 seconds.
14 seconds.
And they stop the clock at 12 seconds.
10 seconds. The referee says type got one play. What can Highfields do here? Can you believe this, Obi? They've raked the ball out there, and Brothers have come up. They might have... Do you think, Obi?
I think they did there as well, but they've done very well. And that's just fatigue again.
Now we're going to have a look at Nielsen here. What's Nielsen going to do as Brothers try to get the numbers over here? They got it out. The referee says, no, you've got to come back and pack it again. They've only got definitely one play. They're going to restart the clock. 4 seconds, 2 seconds. That'll be time as he rows time back on. This will be the last play. Nielsen goes across. And he knocked it on.
And Brothers have won.
He's knocked it on.
What a famous victory
here at Glenholme Park, and we've seen the home side. The Brothers Brethren win the game against the Highfields Eagles, 20 points to 16, Obi.
Oh, look, a game for the ages. In the 100th year of Brothers' celebration of being in the Toowoomba League. Look, a great, really gutsy win in a quality game. And Brothers come out winners by 20 points to 16, Nutsy. And I tell you what a game and a half. Who did you think our 3-2-1, mate?
Oh, now you really wrapped that on me there pretty quick.
I have,
Pegler.
but look, let's have a look at a few.
I'll have a look at Pegler. I thought Pegler controlled.
I thought Ravel was good.
Ravel was very, very good.
Let's go through side. Young Taylor, Tommy Taylor was good at the back there as well. You know, he was very, very good, but I think certainly...
I'm going to go with Pegler, Obi.
Yeah,
I thought he was very busy,
very good, and he
very
put those big high bombs. I'm with you, mate.
Yep.
And see how we go there for our 2 points for Highfields. Who have you got there, mate?
Mate, they were all. I thought Nielsen was. He just tried.
So.
He tried everything for the Highfield side kicks, like that 40-20, a 40-20 that he kicked out just after the half-time break here. And got Highfields back into the game. They scored that try, and he really tried his guts out here for the Highfields Eagles. I have no hesitation in giving him 2 points, and for the home side here, I'm going to go for one of the back rowers, Obi, and I'll give you either Taylor boy. We're both very, very strong, but I'm going to go for the 13, Tom Taylor, to take the 1 point.
Yeah, look, I'm with you on that. I thought Tom Taylor, when the chips were down, he was everywhere.
Yeah,
I thought
particularly in his defence. I thought his defence was very solid. On 2 or 3 times, he was very solid in defence.
And Wally Plegler gets our Marangadang dinner for 2. I've got my voucher here. I'll write that in. Here is, we'll get... Nev Cherry over there. We'll see how we go from that. Just excuse the ringtones.
As we see the both sides here, they're giving each other high fives here, the Brothers side.
Excuse the ringing there. We've got Nev Cherry hopefully going to answer us, or he might ring us back.
He'll ring you back, Nev.
Yep, he might be in the middle of a video interview, which you'll see all on Toowoomba Rugby League Facebook site there as well. Wally Peglia is our Marangandang Hotel player of the match in this Toowoomba Sports Club game. It's been a ripper of a game.
Oh, it's an unbelievable game. Coming over here tonight, you don't know what you're going to. I haven't seen brothers play. I got to see him. Actually, I called him for one game last year, Obi, and you don't know between seasons to seasons. But as it's been spoke about, that the brothers side have got some fresh players in there, and it was good to see them, particularly their halves. I thought Beatros and Pegler were very, very strong in their halves. Halves combination good, and the back rowers, and even the front rowers. And Highfields, once again, they pushed the game right to the finish. And Nielsen there, both their halves, and George was very good in around the middle there. Everett was always very, very strong. You know what you're going to get with him. And Smith, I'd like to see him on the field a little bit more, because he's got those strong carries, got good strong legs, and he gets down and he finds his front and he gets a quick play of the ball. But all in all, Obi, we've seen a great game of local rugby league here played at Glenholme Park, and I keep on telling the listeners, go out and support your sides. Go out and watch this local rugby league, because we've seen a game here, 20 points to 16, and you won't see better football anywhere, Obi. So I encourage anyone that's listening to the broadcast and following a side, go along and support your sides.
Yeah, and look, it's fantastic. I'll do a heap of interviews. We'll go down to Kelvin at Carl Park Sporting Complex. Kelvin, how are we going down there, mate?
It's 24-22 to the Hawks.
Gee, it's been that score for a long time, mate, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, yeah.
And how much time's gone, mate?
15 minutes.
So you've got plenty of time left down there, haven't you?
Yeah, South, they're on the, working it out from their own line, mate.
Okay, have you got, and you'll give us your 3-2-1 over the game, because I think we'll finish our broadcast.
I'll give you a call back later, mate, eh?
Yeah, no worries. Good on you, Kelvin. We'll see if we can get Nev Cherry on the phone, and if he'll answer it again just before we go off air, Nutsy. But look, a great game here at Glenholme Park. It was a ripper of a match, and who would think that Highfields would be 3 and zip after 4 rounds, Nutsy.
Well, you wouldn't have thought that.
Especially
you wouldn't have got money at the casino for that. Because
preliminary finalists last year.
Yeah, and look, and they got basically a lot of, like Bainbridge. I haven't seen him in their side. I don't know whether he's doing. If he's playing again this year for them, but like they've got the nucleus of what they had there last year, so they'd have to be very disappointed with the start of the season. Nielsen, to me, he's really trying hard for their side, but they come up against a very committed Brothers outfit here tonight. The Brothers started that second half. I know Highfields got away with a try, but Brothers' defence really kicked up a notch with all their forward packs, some big hits, and it goes good. It's going to give the brethren a lot of confidence, Obi.
Yeah, it sure is, and I think, they've been working very, very hard in the off-season, especially their defence.
Yep.
And I tell you what, in broken play, Brothers' defence was very, very good. You know,
Yeah.
You know, and I think the referee contributed to the game. I thought it was a good 10 metres, and it was fantastic stuff.
He had an outstanding game, and I thought both sides really threw the ball around nice. Their halves were good, crisp, long passes. We didn't see, and as you've alluded to, most sides completing a lot of their sets, and it was some good kicking. We've got Brothers come up with a try from a high kick there. It swirled around, and the winger was unlucky not to be able to take the catch. But all in all, you've seen a game and it's come away 20 points to 16. Well, that shows you how tight the game was, and believe you me, it was tight, very, very tight. So.
Yeah, it was a.
What are you doing there, Ovi?
I don't know, mate. I'm just playing a few games with my little Bluetooth here. You can see that on the TV there.
It's unbelievable, Ovi. You're a guru when it comes to all that gear.
Yeah,
anyway.
very good. And we can hear the Brothers war cry in the background, and what a wonderful night for Brothers in their 100th year. And to all our Power TV viewers, thanks very much for being with us. What a great match of the day for Power TV viewers. We hope you've had a very good night watching this very entertaining game. And for our Obie and Cookie Call callers, listeners, with this score being 20 points to 16, Brothers over Highfields. They scored their first win in a long time over here. We had Valleys get a real rude shock over there at Trevor Mickleborough Oval, 36 points to 28. The game's still going as we go off air down there at Carl Park, where it's 24 points to 22, Gatton over South. So it's all happening in Toowoomba Rugby League. What a fantastic competition it is. Tomorrow we are out at Dalby for a wonderful game between Dalby and Gundawindi. Pittsworth are playing Waddles out there at Platts Oval. And for the last say, it's over to you, Nutsy.
Yeah, and a very, very enthralling game of rugby league we've seen here at Glenholme Park tonight in slightly cooler conditions than what we're used to, and we've seen the home side run out victors, and it was some very, very entertaining rugby league. We've seen some very good hard defence. We've seen some very skillful play, particularly from both sides halves. And as I said to you before there, Obi, I really encourage your local supporters to get out and support your local sides. It's great to see rugby league and good rugby league in the local area. So, oh, what a game, oh, what a game. Rugby league football, the greatest game of all.
Hutchies lives here. We're locals, just like you. To us, construction is really about people, not just bricks and concrete. It's people who bring our structures to life and build communities. We stick by the people who make communities. From Toowoomba Rugby League to RACQ Lifelight Rescue Service, Milne Bay Military Challenge, and the Toowoomba Tennis International, Hutchies is proud to back the people who support the region.
Oz Hosting is proud to support Switched On IT in bringing practical help to Australian businesses. We're talking to literally hundreds of businesses every day about their IT services, how to make them more efficient, how to make their businesses more efficient, and how to protect their valuable data. If you'd like your IT services securely hosted right here in Australia and expertly managed, talk to Oz Hosting.
Looking for exposure for your business or event? Take your business, community event, training seminar, sports fixture, function, concert or exhibition to the world with Power TV Australia and Power FM's unique live outside simulcasts. We can turn your next local event into a worldwide sensation with stunning live pictures, interviews, graphics and live action replays for a fraction of the usual cost. From a festival or sports fixtures to a corporate or charity event, Power TV Australia and Power FM can take your message live to our local and national viewers and listeners. Invite the world to your party by contacting Barry today on 0431 390 920 or email programming@powertvaustralia.com for a quote.
This has been a live production in conjunction with Power FM for the Toowoomba Rugby League by the Power TV Network.